things true. God's an astronaut. Oz is over the rainbow. Midian is where the monsters live. Share the power.
We're committed to this shit now. It looks like he may commit suicide. Suicide is badass.
Shut up, all of you! I know what's happening out there. Out there, outside the ark. But it's out there. We are safe. Nothing can touch us. God has ordained this. This is consecrated. We are safe in this place.
Lance, can't you see the greatness in me? I'm female and male, man and woman. I'm better than you are!
Yeah, but don't you understand something? You're only half of each. I'm a whole man. So if you'll excuse me, I don't have a lot of time here. I gotta save the world.
You got that right. I'm a whole man. I don't have time for this shit. I gotta save the world, but unfortunately I can't do that. So I'm on here doing this instead.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Noise Pollution. So how have you been, Noise?
Disgruntled as usual. I mean, I'm perpetually upset, you know. That's just me. It's my character. I'm never happy. But there are times when I'm less upset. I'm never satisfied. I'm never pacified. I get tired of shit. But I get tired of when there's worse shit. If things were super great, that'd be okay for me. Just okay, but okay is the goal here. What?
God sent you to piss the damn world off.
He sure sent me to piss on it.
That's not true. That's not true.
Valkyria Winter.
Hi, Valkyria. I hope I said that name right.
All the way from the Northlands.
Yay! And so it begins. Noise.
Well, you know.
Pollution.
What?
It begins. Noise pollution.
What?
It begins. The noise pollution.
What?
Never. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying it no more because you're doing this shit on purpose.
Well, it's like, you know, I can't hear you clear. Something's in the way, you know. It's like it's noise pollution in the way or something.
Oh, you're being funny. I thought there was something wrong with my mic. Well, I can't help it. You're the one that,
weirdos.
No, you're the one that did it, not me.
Why do I keep letting these fucking weirdos on my show?
Because nobody else will come.
Oh, you have a point there. Okay, yeah, I'm always discontent. You know me, that's my fucking nature. But there are times when I'm at my least discontent. That I'm not exactly happy. I'm just not as pissed off at the world. But with that said, yeah, I'm here for noise pollution, for, you know, my own namesake. But for the act of noise pollution as well.
It'll be okay.
I don't want to just focus on negativity all the time. I would hope part of the drive of this show is humor. I would hope it's camaraderie. I would hope, it's just hanging out bullshit in a place where people can speak freely. A place where you can forget the internet is the internet. And there's what I mean. The internet's full of swindling, lying, bullshitting, hypocrites, little assholes biting at each other's heels. I want this to be genuine to whatever extent it can be.
Well, my take on all that is this. You got so much bullshit in the world. It's nice to be able to come to a place to where you can just be yourself and talk with people and all that stuff and not have to worry too much about, oh, am I going to offend somebody? Am I going to, say the wrong thing or whatever? You know what I mean? It's more, I look at this channel as more like when friends come over, and they just sit around and shoot the shit with each other and that kind of thing,
I have to give the customary Dax call.
Mm-mm.
It is to respect his ways.
Well, yeah. Ah! The damn furry little shit showed up. Hi, Dax. And the goon room showed up. And
Okay, look. Even though I'm a fucking nobody. I don't have shit going on. People don't care about me. What the fuck ever. Fuck you too. But to my haters, because even when you're nobody, you have them. You have them. You motherfuckers be acting like this.
His hair, whack. His adamantium skeleton, whack. His claws, whack. The fact that he smells like a warthog, whack. The fact that Magneto beats his ass every time they fight, whack. The fact that his brother tags his ass every time it's his birthday, whack. The fact that he doesn't raise his motherfucking kids, whack. His motorcycle, whack. His jacket, whack. Me, I'm the leader of the X-Men. I'm fresh as fuck.
That's right.
So you're whack, huh?
Yeah. Whack.
Woo!
Alright. I got another thing to say to any motherfuckers hating on me, which, like I said, don't matter who you are, you're gonna have it.
See what you've done. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. But you may want to start changing your ways. Or changing your name.
Ooh, somebody done fucked with an old person. You don't do that. No, you don't. How many times have we said to people, don't fuck with old people? They're old and they know they got limited time left and they don't give a shit no more.
See, that's one of the fucked up things that makes the internet is because you get these motherfuckers running their mouth. They're like, they're like this on the little fucking phones. They're on their like $1,000, $2,000 Apple phones. It's like, oh, pity me, poor me, right? Whatever the case, they're running their mouths and they're not getting consequences. That needs to change. Now, I'm not encouraging people to go out and, whack anybody. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you got somebody giving you shit to your face, do something. Fuck, do something. Piss them off enough to attack you, and then you can defend yourself.
Hey, yeah, this is a very valid point. If you make if you got just cause, if you piss somebody else off that's been bothering the hell out of you and won't leave you alone for shit, piss them off, and then you got grounds to
Hey,
defend yourself.
let me tell you a little secret. Why the clips is new to you? Because I don't, in general, maybe sometimes, but in general, I don't rehash the same shit everybody else does. I go out and I find content and I cut it myself and I put it up for my fucking channel.
Yeah.
Because I know I get sick of hearing a screaming fucking cowboy a billion times a day. I know I get sick of murky cunt, Alyssa, a billion fucking times a day. I get sick of hearing that money clip. I mean, it was funny the first 100 times, but I do whatever I can, which isn't much, but I do what I can to make original stuff.
Well,
hey, we have Dale Burrows whacking his meat. I hope I did not cause that, but I would imagine it's Daxnar's fault.
what? Why? Why would it be Dax's fault? He's not responsible for every pervert in the world.
Yes, he is.
No,
yes, that's exactly why. That's exactly why.
No,
he is the little furry king of pervs.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not responsible for all the perverts. How is it his fault?
Look, I gotta say it again. I have a great chat, great audience, great followers. This channel culminates the weirdest yet the most hard ass people all in one spot, and it's great. There are no soft core motherfuckers here.
I'm trying to think. Is there anybody? No, never mind.
That's the whole point. Find your own content. I'll use similar content if situation calls for it, or I make my own. Yeah, sometimes you run into scenarios where you have to share shit, or it's just fitting. But when I can, I prefer to make fresh content.
The Goon Room said he started it. He's a perverted fuck.
God damn it, my camera's not cooperating.
Oh, hi Grim, hi Goon, hi Levistro.
Oh, yeah. Yes, hey everyone, because this show is not really about me and her. I gotta figure out which way to point these cameras. They fuck with you. It's not really about me and her. It's not. It's about all of you, wherever the fuck you are in chat.
They're everywhere, everywhere.
When I don't know where to point, I just do this. So okay, but anyway.
He's got those only feet.
Oh, I don't mind me. I'm reading the comments. They're all fucking golden. It's great comments going on here. I mean, if I was monetized, I would still highlight your comments. Yeah, which is bad for business because everybody's like, pick me. I'll give you money if you pick me. But I'm like, like I said, this show's about you. It's not about us.
Wait a minute. When you did that damn pick me, it reminded me of that damn clip.
Okay. I have that skinny bitch to represent it, so I don't have to say it for myself.
I keep telling you, she looks like the girl that lives on the corner. Although I don't think she lives on the corner anymore. I think she got picked up by the cops. Because I hadn't seen her on the corner for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What that brings to mind, it may be referencing, I don't know, Hypnotic does this thing. It's like, oh, I'm going to finish on someone. And, and they're like, not me. Or some motherfuckers be like, pick me. And I'll be like, God damn, this is sick.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. I picked you, but not like that. I'm no
Well,
fucking homo.
now you know what you got to do. You got to show him the girl clip that lives on the corner. You know.
I'll pick you as the candidate for this skinny hoe.
Me! Choose me! Love me!
No. No. She needs to eat. I'm sorry, but she does.
I don't know if Dan's gonna show up or not. He's trying to get his own thing monetized. That's perfectly okay with me. He may show up toward the end of the stream. We'll see. Oftentimes when he does, the stream continues on for a while, which I don't mind that at all either, as long as the conversation's going good.
I'm reading Jackson.
Yeah, Levistro, I think you read that wrong. You know, I noticed that too at the end of that clip. She's like, starts doing the twerk. And it's like, I'd be into that, except that bitch too desperate and too skinny.
I'm damn telling what will crawl out of it. Oh God, I'm getting hot.
My nose is kind of big because it's been broken a couple of times, or maybe 3. I don't know. I lose count after a while.
Don't send that girl to these people. Oh my God.
But look, somebody's got to be my hype man when Dan's not around. That motherfucker's just so full of pep. He's like, he's like just vibrating with energy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is true. I think when Dan tickles me to death. I think when he gets going, he could vibrate the sun out of existence because he's so hyper.
Yeah, it's the thing. When I choose not to get that way. If I did, I probably wouldn't have a computer or a camera or a mic left, because when I get that way, there's a reason I cut that part of myself off. Mm-hmm. It's ugly. It's very ugly.
Yeah, nobody needs that at all. It's like the ICP song. People like you till they find out you're unstable.
Too bad Dan's not here to see this. He's the furious furry.
Oh.
I don't naturally have that kind of energy. If I'm pissed off in the right way, I can be, but it's like I just said, that's I can become destructive and dangerous and all that dumb shit. And I choose not to be.
Yeah, that's a good way to be. And it's never good to be that. What the fuck did I just read? Oh, never mind.
Oh, you told me.
I don't know. I saw. Oh, that's eyeballs. Never mind what I thought that was. But
did you think it was like
I don't know.
3 pairs of titties or what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. I need to go to the eye doctor and get my glasses prescription updated.
Well, Dan hadn't made a VTuber wolf type thing. He was on it I think on Reality Based one day, but I haven't seen him use it since then. Maybe he got called a furry too many times.
I don't think. He doesn't seem like the type that would be a furry to me. I don't know. But remember when we went to the Comic-Con and we was in this room with we were waiting for the panelists for The Walking Dead.
Hey. Speaking of the furious one. Hey, they've been calling you.
There he is. Yay!
I'm a
Hey.
I'm a
They've been
chameleon.
calling you a furry. They've been calling you a furry.
They always call me everything, even though
They've
I'm
been
not part of
calling
it.
you a furry.
Don't mind the green screen. I got a green shirt. That's why I look like a goddamn chameleon. I'm a
But
chameleon today, so
we
I'm about to
was
put myself a green mask and shit, turn invincible.
we was at the Comic-Con, remember? And we had to move over because this fat chick was going through there, and she had a green tail, remember?
Yeah.
And I asked you what was that about, you know, because she didn't have a costume on. It was just a furry tail.
Who are you referring to? May I
I'm
ask?
talking to Noise, and we was in the room waiting on the panelists for The Walking Dead. It was when The Walking Dead was out, and it was a big thing and all that. And I turned to Noise and said, "What's that girl got that green tail on for? She doesn't have another more of a costume than that." And he said, "Oh, she's a furry." I go, "What the fuck's a furry?"
Hey,
Told me.
hey, Noise. Somebody wants me to send them a link to come to the show.
Okay.
If you could send them one, it's the Purple Dragon.
Oh, Levistro.
Bring them in here, bro, for like at least a little bit. I want to hear some Levistro stories.
The thing is we was sitting in the Walking Dead panel waiting on them people to come out, and Noise was sitting there educating me what a furry was, because at that time I hadn't heard about furry.
I'll send it by way of X Twitter.
That's what I did. That's how I got in here. The only thing with X, I like the protection policies that I have to add into the code and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can send it to Discord. If I ever get suspended from X, you gotta send it to me through Discord. It's the only way, but private message though. Not the group. You know?
Yes, Goon, I am sure it wasn't a butt plug. This was a fuzzy green fox.
No. Here's the thing. It could have been a butt plug. Sometimes that's the way they hold the tail on.
What? God help me, Jesus, no. What is wrong with you? How do you know these things? I know you're not like that.
You know, when I met you, you probably thought you were wise to the ways of the world, but I proved to you you were very, very wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know how dumb I was until I met you.
Is Daxnar here?
Yeah.
Oh, the Daxnar's here, bro. Yo, Dax, thank you for coming in on my stream the other day, man. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, man. Dax is cool, bro. For the furry one, he's cool. Seeing Dax's head creeping me out. Hey, yo, listen, bro. I'm camouflage. I'm a fucking chameleon today, bro. If I put my shirt over, you can't see me, okay? You can't see me, all right? I'm having too much. I've been having too much fun. So I did a game stream with Nightmare Slashers, and that turned out to be a short ass freaking game. And now went 30 minutes, all complete freaking stream. And the only thing is I didn't like the gameplay. I give the game 6 out of 10. Gameplay sucks, but the art and everything on that game was pretty good. Looks really, like kind of like cartoons and shit. So I'm looking forward for more like modern retro games, which is we could call it a modern retro game because this was a remake of the Nightmare Slashers, and first Nightmare Slashers, where it was like the actually 16-bit was better. It was a better gameplay compared to this. This only has 7 stages and 2 bonus stages. So they could have added more, but I mean, it was a short game. It was a really short game.
There was a game that me and Noise used to play, Marvel Heroes.
Oh, this was like the 2016 or somewhere in that time range. They had a Marvel game. It was kind of like Diablo, but faster and had all the Marvel characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it was really good, but they cut it. I mean, they got rid of it because Why did they get rid of that game again? Wasn't it the CEO or some shit?
Yeah, there was some internal conflict, and the person heading up the game supposedly harassed all the women.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
He
But I
was a
couldn't
gooner?
remember exactly.
Like and subscribe. No furry porn allowed. This means you, Dax. I'm right reading this shit. It was so fast. It was fucking funny. Oh man. Yeah, man. I've been having a lot of good times on my stream with you guys, man. You guys make it possible, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do. This is what I do in my streams. I actually review games and play them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hourglass says they question the sanity of this chat sometimes. There is no sanity here, Hourglass. It's gone.
What is sanity?
Well, you know, that's partly the point of this show is, you know, it's a place where you can be real no matter how fucking crazy that realness is.
It is.
Yeah.
I have news for Hourglass. Hold on. I'm afraid she doesn't understand the situation.
Lemmy winks.
Sexy taxi. He got the Gerbil route. Lemmy winks on South Park. What happened to the picture? He disappeared.
Oh yeah, that does some great shit on South Park. If you're not familiar with that, it's got to do, I believe, with a gerbil.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I remember watching the South Park when they actually had a problem with Saddam Hussein.
There we go. Here it comes.
that was fucked up. Marrying the fucking devil. That was funny.
I like that logo. That's a good logo.
It's my old gaming studio logo, but yeah, when people say, "Oh, you're crazy," I'm like, "Have you seen the first 30 seconds of my videos?"
Yo, his videos is crazy though. I love his videos though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's very artistic with that shit. He has the that Pharmacopoeia game, and right now it's on sale for 14%. I think it's $14. As a matter of fact, it's the game he plays on Wednesday, Pharmacopoeia. It is pretty cool.
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. There you go.
Yeah, basically,
it's kind of a slower pace. You hunt for ghosts, but it's kind of a slower pace game.
Yeah, it's like a whodunit. If you like whodunit type games based to solve clues, that's exactly what it is. It's like I think the best way of saying it's like a scavenger hunt / hide and seek, but instead of being it, you're dead.
That's it, because you get killed by the ghost.
Yeah.
There was one game I watched somebody play years ago. I think it was an indie game. It had to do with the grandma. It was a grandma game, but it was fucking scary as shit. Though I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Granny becomes like a phantom or something, and she chases you all around the house. You have to find an escape before she kills you. It was good. The guy, the Spanish guy that used to play, he used to call him back on Twitch. He was called Nene Patido. He was like you know, it was funny. So he played the game, and he actually got next to grandma because grandma was possessed, I guess, by something like you know, like that movie. What's the name of that movie that you guys go? That's people that get possessed. Damn, I forgot the name of that movie.
Invasion of Body Snatchers?
No, Exorcist. It was an Exorcist type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Exorcist. So he ended up going to the room. So he has to escape. He ended up going to the room, right? And grandma becomes possessed and the lights turns off. So the house is so huge, it's like a mansion. And your main thing is you gotta every single door is locked. You gotta find out the exit. And you just gotta keep running through the house and then hide from the granny. And then you got to keep hiding from granny and go to other rooms. And next thing you know, once she starts like shaking the door, that means she's trying to come into the room. And then from there, what you got to do is you got to hide under the bed, make sure she leaves, that you leave out the door.
Okay. So it's kind of like this.
The child won't even let me touch her.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to give them candy.
You can put it that way. But the game looks good. Maybe for indie game, it had a lot of good graphics though. If I could be able to find that game and they have it, if they have it for like good price, I'll fucking get it in a heartbeat. Play that shit. Oh man, that was
That
funny.
game that you play, Levistro, kind of reminds me of the Sherlock games. It's a whodunit, and you got to go and figure out all these clues and puzzles and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fun. I played the hell out of them Sherlock games.
Oh, I'm almost 100% on this game. Like I played it so long, all I need is one more achievement, which is reach tier 3, which I'm about to do. I got the most impossible achievements, which are the apocalypse trophies, which is basically you go through the haunted insane asylum by yourself. There's no hiding spots. There's no way to tell where the ghost is. You have not like it's the most impossible difficulty ever. And I would sit there, die a couple times. Then I would sit there and stream for 5 or 6 hours, looking for the same ghost on the same case. And I tell people like, oh, you must have a lot of skill. I was like, no, it was pure luck. If I was a second late, the ghost would have got me and I was done. It was pure luck. that was like insanity. I'll never do it again.
It also reminds me of a game called Call of Cthulhu. It's kind of like that too. And oh god, that fucking monster! Oh, it comes through the mirror, and you can't kill it, and you just have to run and find a hiding place. And if you turn around, it catches you and eats you. And oh god, it's hard. It's really hard.
Well, after this game, I'm trying to talk to my crew to do Demonologist, which is Phasmophobia, but cranked up even harder.
Listen, says still arguing with religious zealots on X, such a fun day. But we have one right on the screen with us.
Hey, listen, at least a visual is based. He doesn't like brag about it like JDA does.
See, and the thing is I never mentioned my Christianity until JDA came out. And I was like, okay, now I got it. It's kind of like that. If you ever watch Robot Chicken and they had those little Hitler skits, you saw Hitler was in school and all the other countries had schools, and USA was a cool kid. And he's like, not my problem. And Japan goes by and knocks over his book. He's like, okay, now it's my problem. That's kind of how I was. It's like, I don't care. Y'all do y'all's thing. But then when JDA started attacking Christianity, I'm like, eventually it's going to come out that I'm a Christian. So I'm going to have to speak out against it. Now it's my problem, even though I had not a skin in the game. And ever since then, I've had to talk about Christianity over and over again to the point where I was like, you know what, you guys, I said my piece about JDA. I'm done with JDA. I exposed him as a hypocrite. He's not a real Christian. But y'all do you. I got bigger shit to fry.
Well, I mean, just because somebody, whatever their religion is, they shouldn't come under scrutiny for that unless it's something to the effect of their religion involves, attraction to minors or animals or all that kind of weird ass shit,
I'm just jumping between these comments because there's just so many great comments on here.
I know there's a lot of comments, right? I've been seeing that. She's fucking funny as hell, though. Like I was saying, JDA is not a Christian. Let me tell you right now, I respect all religion. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're Christian. It doesn't matter if you're Catholic. The only thing is you can't force other people to become what you already are. I am me, you are you, and that's it. The problem is that JDA is a fake Christian. We already know that. We saw it. Sick and tired of talking about it, but we got to talk about it for a few minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of like, a motherfucker can be a Mormon as long as they're all right person and all right to you, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have a way I can send you my JDA Chronicle? It's a link.
There's
everything JDA going back to 2009.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I made a video on it. When I went down a rabbit hole, I was not expecting this. But what JDA does is, so he tried to run for office in 2009 for Congress.
Oh, wow.
He says it because his son had some conditions, so he had to step down. But when you read everything else, I kind of wonder if that's true. I'm not trying to mess with his family. But then he started trying to write books and get in the sci-fi realm, right? The sci-fi book. And he would try to say, like, oh, I'm a Hispanic writer. He would try to grift off being Hispanic when Donald Trump was coming in office, right? Like I'm Hispanic and I'm a Trump supporter, like trying to get that attention, right? And he tried to say, I'm a Hispanic Christian sci-fi writer.
What a minute, he's Spanish, JDA?
Yeah.
I will fucking curse him out in Spanish so goddamn fast. Ese maricón hijo de la gran puta se vaya pa'l carajo.
Even the right-wing writers that were like the Monster Hunter Chronicle guy and some others, they called him out on his bullshit. So he would try to say this or that. They would call him on his bullshit to where he was exposed to the point where he just got at the end, well, you're a groomer, you're a pedophile. And then he'd go into the comic skate and he says, I'm a comic skate artist. And people called him on his bullshit where he'd go, well, you're a groomer and a pedophile. Now he's in the gamer sphere and he's trying to do the same thing. And since this is why he actually comes down my video, and I'm just a small channel. Okay. And here you go.
I seen the Discord popping on my freaking screen.
So I sent you the thing. Use that if you need that. There's a lot of stuff in there, like he says God is racist. There's a lot of people that called him on his bullshit, but he always goes through those cycles in every sphere that he's been in. So now I was like, this guy's just a guy that's trying to build his base so he can go and run for politics again. And
well,
he's so good at being a victim.
You got everybody claiming this is what God is and that's what God is, but the kind of maybe I have a funny view on it, but God is everything, including evil, good and evil, everything exists.
God is the opposite of evil. It's kind of like a battery, right? Evil and good and evil don't attract; they repel each other. If you're in the Bible will tell you what God is, right? At least in my faith, right? I believe my religion is the one true religion, but I also believe that God, like unlike most religions, God does not want us to force our beliefs on others, because if he did that, there would be no free will. We wouldn't have no sin. We wouldn't have the fall of man. We wouldn't have the story of Adam and Eve. None of that. We would not deviate from his plan. We'd be machines. But
it could also be said that evil is a concept because we're here to witness it and we have free will.
Yeah. The thing is, if it's not of God, it's of Satan. I call Satan the god of evil because all evil originates from him, because he committed the first sin. He committed the first rebellion against God. And that's why he was cast out of heaven, because God can't stand sin. It's kind of like, well, I'll use myself for example. I cannot stand hearing a lie. Like literally, like if I know it's a lie or I know it's nonsensical and it's bullshit, I can only take so much before I physically react to it. Like I'll get really angry. Like there's people that get angry with lies, sure, but I will literally want to walk away from the room because I cannot stomach it. I've been lied to so many times that nowadays I just can't handle it. I can't physically handle being lied to. That's kind of similar how I see how God is. Like if God is all the source of all that's good and wholesome in the world, and Satan is the source of all that's the antithesis of that. The Bible is the only religion that says, here's the proof of God, here's the proof of what God wants. You're not going to be perfect in it, but God's going to this book here is to help you out, and God's here to help you out. Test this book yourself to see what is true and not. If you read a book and you want God's favor and stuff, follow this and he'll help you out. You're not gonna be perfect at it, but you'll have grace. Or go on your merry way. Like the Bible is the only religion that literally tells you to test it for yourself.
So technically, he just wants us to be free.
Yeah, he wants you to be free, and at the end, you make your choice. Do you want to go to heaven or hell?
Exactly.
I can't force you. Anyone that says we have to force people to come to God, they are not speaking Christianity.
Exactly.
That reminds me of it's a Southern thing, I think, but a lot of mothers, when their kids start acting up, they tell them they're going to have their come to Jesus moment, and that's when they're about to get their ass tore up.
Well, it's like Hook says here, says lying is the root of the whole thing. JDA and his crew have become comfortable with lying to themselves, so lying to everyone else is easy. So they do the easy thing, they do the cowardly thing. But that goes on to kind of say what I like to say: the lie, the ability to lie, the act of a lie is the great enabler. So many sins could not be possible without there being a lie first.
And that's the thing, like, one of Satan's, like, in Christianity at least, and because JDA claims to be Catholic, right? Who has the title Father of Lies? Who has the title the Great Deceiver? It is Satan. It's Lucifer. So if he's to go off what Hook said, if JDA is spewing lies, he's not spewing truth. And obviously he's not a Christian. His servant, his Lord and Master, is not Jesus of Nazareth or God. His Lord and Master is Satan. And Satan does, and the Bible does say Satan does come as an angel of light. Because people expect Satan to have horns and red skin. No, he's an archangel. He's an archangel that was cast out of heaven.
Yeah, that's true. It's said in the Bible that Satan is one of the most beautiful angels.
One of God's favorites.
If you, yeah, he was
Again,
one of God's favorites.
Satan had a name named Luzbel at the beginning, and that's when he Lucifer. Yeah, he goes by many names: Lucifer, Luzbel. I read that in the Bible about him, about having that Luzbel name too. That's before he went against God. God,
well,
send him down there.
It really depends on which faith or ideology you're following. It branches out probably thousands of times throughout history. There's just so many different ways you could possibly come to beliefs. In the end, I believe that all things God in heaven, or what you will, is beyond human comprehension. We just do our best to wrap our heads around it with the information we've been given.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I personally believe my faith. I used to be an atheist. I literally used to be an atheist, and I converted to Christianity. But I believe, like, I'm going to pass my beliefs off in a way that I feel is not forced or coerced to people. Like here, it's a perfect example. We're just having a discussion of religion. We're all being respectful and letting you choose what you want with that. Like, for example, you believe that if I understand you correctly, that to put it loosely, all religions are very similar. We just have to figure out which one's the right answer, right? In the end, I'm like, okay, well, if that's what you want, I'm not going to force you my religion. I hope you do have a come to Jesus moment to where you find the truth as I see it, but I can't force it to you. But in the end, we have to answer for our own actions in the end. So I
also believe that you can have the way you feel and the way you react to that feeling, but as far as beliefs go, a personal belief and then a belief within your mind, you don't have to nail down a belief as long as you have it in your heart.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's faith. Like, I don't consider Christianity an actual religion as it is a faith. A religion has certain customs, certain practices, certain rituals, right? Christianity to me is a relationship with my God. I call him my Father, my Lord, and my Master. I want to serve him. No other person have I ever wanted to serve but myself. Here I want to please, just like a child wants to please his father or his parent, right? But in the end, I know for myself, I know if I force my beliefs on others, am I doing God's will? And the answer is no, because God never forced me to come to him and repent. He let me
the
come
whole thing about
support.
the whole thing about serving. Well, yeah, there's your beliefs, your faith, and whatever you happen to be or believe or whatever. But there's also the human level of it. I believe we're all here to serve not ourselves, but the next person, and we create a safety net that way. But a life to serve, a lot of people hear that and they're like, oh no, fuck that, fuck no. But actually, a life in service is a incredible thing.
Yep. Like, people think when they think like service, you're being a slave or a servant for the rest of your life. No, when I served my country, was I a slave? I mean, yeah, it was GI property. I was government property, but was I a slave? No. I served my country. I served a purpose for the defense of my nation. Once that service was done, I did whatever I want. I wasn't always wearing a uniform. I wasn't always running around fighting bad guys nonstop every day of the week, 24/7. It was just when the duty called for it, I served. And that's kind of like here. We're offering Noise right now is offering a service of just talking to people and sharing his thoughts and ideas and giving people a chance to talk. He's serving humanity in his own way.
Exactly.
That's a service. That's how we serve. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to be a fucking butler or a fucking maid. It just means you treat people with respect and you treat people with a certain care when you're handling their issues or their needs.
Just keep in mind, none of us are here for ourselves. We're here for others.
Oh no, I'm here for myself.
I think that's the way God
let me
meant
just
it,
say,
you know.
let me just say that mythos, that ideology has helped me along. When you find yourself becoming less selfish, it's a very fulfilling thing.
Well, I think in the end, that's the way God created it to be in the first place, where everybody was here for each other. Because if not, what's the point? What's the point of having all these people on the earth if everybody's just going to be a selfish asshole? You know?
Yeah, that is true.
You know,
a lot of people are selfish because of that, man. I mean,
And
it's
for
not
everybody watching or in the chat, I really don't care what your beliefs are. I believe in camaraderie, being human to one another. I believe in doing right by people. That's what's important here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, I disagree with that. I believe that if you don't like, subscribe, and share this video out for everyone else, and subscribe to the solution, you will not go to heaven. You will go to hell, and you will be stuck with JD8 telling you for the rest of your life, bye, my.
Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, or you go to hell, and you must repent. Okay?
You just converted me. You know, I'm a believer.
And I got both of those clips if you want them, Noise.
Oh
JD8
my
saying,
God.
buy my book and repent. I'll give them to you. I'm going to give them to you so you can have them.
Oh, but you know, it's like I think of God. I know this is going to sound weird, but I think of God kind of like
Hey, sounding weird is a requirement here.
well,
You
think
must repent.
I think of God as kind of like a mother hen. You know, when a mother hen has a bunch of baby chicks and it's raining or a threat or whatever, she gathers all of her chicks under her wings. You know, that's kind of to me like God. I'm not saying God is a female. I'm just saying that's the consensus of it. You know, God protects everybody on earth. It's just every now and then you get a bunch of chickens that want to run off on their own and do some bullshit, and then there you have it. You know,
There
they
you
get
go,
lost.
Noise. I sent you the two repents and the JDA saying, buy my book. You can use them whenever you want now.
But to me, God is the master architect. He created everything.
Life
and
itself.
human beings human beings cannot recreate what God created. You know, they
Nope.
can't. It's impossible.
No, but we're similar to him, much like a child is to his father, in which we can create. That's what a lot of people don't realize. But like, if you look outside, you look at what you have in your hands, your vape from your vaping, your chairs, your computers. Humanity created that from nothing, like from just things in our head, and we use part. But I should let me rephrase that. Not literally from nothing, but from our mind using the environment we have, right? So we have similar abilities to God. Doesn't mean we are like God or anything like that. I want to make sure people understand. I'm not speaking heresy. I'm saying we have similar ability, and how we use them determines. I lost my chance thought there, but you get. Well, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. My brain injury decided to say, "Yeah, we're gonna shut down and reboot in the middle of my conversations." I even forgot what we were talking about.
Well, everybody's got different talents. Like Noise has a multitude of talents in getting things done, creating things from very little, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I like his
and
shorts.
and
Noise's
all that
shorts,
kind
they're
of
awesome.
stuff. And Dan, dear God, he's the ultimate hype man. Dear Lord, when you get him going, he's like a ball of energy streaming
Now,
through
you
the
know,
cosmos.
there for a few years back.
I'm more like
I
I mean to cut you off, but I'm more like extreme anti-left censorship. I like to like get the freaking woke ideology people and cry so they can cope and see and suffer. And I'm in the background laughing once they cry like bitches. Because I've been doing that shit in the X platform. When I go to the X platform and I think those ESRB labels on Kabuto's channel, 8,000 views, bro. I got like 20 motherfuckers trying to rage bait me. And I'm like putting laughing emojis at them. Like, fuck you. I'm gonna waste my time with your ass. Just cope and see, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Like I think that was saying.
A few years back, I had attempted to be a writer, but I found the writing community toxic as fuck. But I was actually really good at it. Now on stream, live, I'm not so good in talking. It's kind of like being on the spot. But give me time to sit and think. I'll write some great shit. I have many talents, but some talents, unfortunately, just don't help people for shit.
That's true.
Well, when it comes to technical stuff, Noise, dear God, you're like a damn dwarf. You can fix any damn thing. I've seen you take computers that were in the rain and make them work. And I've seen you put cigarette lighters in your PCs and all manner of weirdness that should not work, but it does. And it's because you do it. And I don't know how you do it. When it comes to technology, I am all thumbs. I know nothing.
Okay, yeah, I have been very technical person, but after so many years, I kind of opted out of it. It's like I'm tired of all this shit occupying my brain. I just want shit to work and I want to relax.
Yeah.
That's to tell the truth. I'm the same way, bro. Like I could fix something, or I could invent something. Like I say, I build driving simulators, like on the side with car speedometers, and make them work on video games. In case people want to watch my shorts, I have seen. Like I said, I want to like be able to build one of these days, build a dope ass simulator. I see some people on Instagram be showing some crazy shit, bro, with the simulators. I tell you, I seen speedometers left and right in the video game and connect to a computer, and the computer's the broker, giving a signal to that little device giving back the signal to the computer, and from the computer back to the console or the PC that they're actually using for those shit to work. But it's off the hook seeing that shit. That's all creativity right there. I've done it before. I have freaking videos about it. I must see if I can post it on X one of these days so people can see it. But it's off the hook though. I love doing shit like that. Like I say, it's entertaining. You could build a computer, fix it. If you know how to fix it, if you don't know how to fix it, because you can learn. I mean, it's not wrong with learning. You're never too old to learn. So always take steps to learn. Learning is the best thing, and it keeps your mind occupied, makes your mind stronger too. You also make money out of it. I've done so already.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of things from managing a band and being a bouncer and factory work and construction work. But for a good many years, I did computer work. But fuck, that's the headache. It's just too much of a headache on you all the time. It'll stress you to no end.
But it's good to know it. It's good to know it because you know what it is. You're not gonna pay $450 fucking to Geek Squad or anybody else out there just to fix a goddamn computer for a little simple ass wire. One time somebody sent me a computer to me, and it was a wire that even Geek Squad screwed them twice for $800, and he actually had to sue Geek Squad. The guy had a loose wire inside the PC. He came to me. I only charged the guy $50, and I looked all around the computer, and the guy couldn't turn it on. Okay. And find a way, grab my freaking like headlamp, went to look around it. Fucking little ass wire like this small. I plugged that bitch in, that computer spark up like a fucking butterfly. And guess what?
You're saying the Dax to show me where Rachel Ziegler touched you. It probably went down more like this.
Sinar, you gotta stop being furry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, we can't have furry porn in here, bro. Listen to the headlight at the bottom, bro. Damn, bro. You getting burnt out
Somebody
now.
hide the dogs, hide the cats.
Can somebody take Daxonar for a walk down the street so he can lift up his leg and piss on the tree?
Take it the pit bull down the road.
They're fucking the dogs. They're fucking the cats.
They take the Daxonar down the road.
Oh, that reminds me. You know when those videos were coming out where all the immigrants and stuff are eating the cats and dogs and stuff like that? I thought that was just horrific. I'm going, there's a grocery store right down the block, man. Why don't
I think for me, I don't know if it was real or not, because I've been watching those videos when they were talking about it last year. I haven't even seen one person. I guess they censored the part with the eating or something, but I haven't seen not even one video about the Haitians eating a cat or a dog. Like I've seen them all. I've seen the people complaining, oh yeah, he's eating a cat. He's eating a cat. Holy shit, hold up. Why he's eating a cat?
I've actually seen a few of them.
I haven't seen the video. Where is it?
I've seen maybe as many as a dozen, or around more or less that many. But you have to catch them when they're first online, or they'll be gone. You'll never see them again.
They'll hide them.
Exactly. And the thing is, if it would have been me that saw that, I would have recorded that shit. I say, yo, noise pollution is true. The Haitians are eating the cats and dogs. But I haven't seen one. I haven't seen a video about them eating a cat. Like I said, it's just all political bullshit just to put them down.
No, I actually have seen videos on it. It wasn't Haitians every time.
They said there was
actual police reports that they found missing people were missing dogs. They found the missing dogs in the Haitian refugee camps. It gets out in a hush hush, and then someone found out about it and reported it. That's how that leaked out. Now, in full disclosure, I've eaten dog before and I've eaten horse before. My ex-wife fed them to me while we were in Korea. She actually insisted her family insisted that we had horse meat, and her brother insisted that I eat K-gogi, which is dog meat, which I didn't know that they were in Korean, and I wasn't fully fluent in Korean yet, so I didn't know what this was. Her brother was trying to test me to see if I could get scared away from his sister easily, which the dog meat actually tastes like chicken, and the horse meat was really stringy. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" She goes, "Oh, it's bulgogi." I was like, "Yes, I know it's bulgogi, but what the fuck is bulgogi? I know gogi means meat. What is mal?" She goes, "Horse." I was like,
"Well,"
what? She goes, "You see those pictures?"
I remember when people would.
I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "That's what you're eating whenever you go to a Korean restaurant, because not all Koreans can speak English or can write English. They put pictures on the walls for tourists to know what you're eating." Like, how am I going to know that? We don't do that in America. I
remember when people, after they'd have a baby, they'd eat the afterbirth. The whole family would eat it.
No.
That's right. Eating humans.
Oh, I've personally known people to do that, and they'd invite me. I'd be like, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah, I think that's pretty much illegal here in America. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they still do it. It's just becoming more and more rare over time.
It's just like people do drugs that are illegal, but they're not going to tell anybody to do it.
The only meat that's really illegal here to eat is turtle, because of the endangered species.
Certain turtles,
certain turtles.
Yeah, I was going to say certain turtles.
Full serve turtle soup.
Yeah, because down here, turtle soup is a delicacy.
My father, when he was alive, and my father used to eat snakes, turtle, and all this shit. He was telling me one time, I said, "Pops, that shit's disgusting." I was like, "Nah, it actually tastes pretty good." I said,
"That's good eating."
That shit tastes good.
Oh my god.
5%. Shit, you know what I like to have for dinner? I like to have roast cat with string beans.
No, but these people that eat afterbirth is much more common than you might think.
Well, here a lot of people eat stuff like squirrel and quail, and what they can hunt.
No time for shows.
Oh, for God's sake, the damn!
I'll eat a quail. It tastes like chicken, though.
Yeah, quail's fine. I'll eat quail. I'll eat proper British food and most European foods because that's proper food. I'll eat most Asian foods, most, not all, most, and I'll eat proper Hispanic food like tacos. Okay, cow brain fajitas are actually all right. I'll give them that. But when you go to monkey brain soup and all this other stuff, I'm like, no.
Hey, Lavich, you ever ate Puerto Rican food before?
No.
That's just fucking you. You fucking fall in love real quick. Get that Puerto Rican mommy. Just like, Papi Lavitro, I got you some good cuisine for you. Pasteles, totores. We give you some arroz con habichuela. You be good to go. We should be, by the end of the month, Lavich should be big as fuck.
I know. I'm already big as fuck. I'm not like big, but I'm like
bigger.
I'm like dad bod big. Like I have athletic arms, but you're like a small gut. And that's because I'm trying to keep myself slim. But I'm guarantee you, my mom told me that when we were young, she told me, you ever notice how Mrs. Garcia is skinny, but her husband is fat? I was like, yeah. And this is when we were little, and I was like, yeah. And she goes, do you ever notice that with a lot of people like Mrs. Garcia's family? I was like, yeah. And she goes, that's because people like Mrs. Garcia, when they get married to a young, strapping Mexican or Hispanic person, and they feed them until they're fat so they can't run away from them.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, my mom. No, mind you, for those who are listening to Noisy Stream later, I'm a Native American. My mom is a full-blown Comanche. She's not white. And when people say Native Americans are noble savages, no, we are not. The Native American people are the most racist people I've ever met.
Oh, Lavistra, do you?
Yeah, you should see my family.
Fry bread. Do you like it with honey and powdered sugar, or do you like to make a taco with it?
You said again. You broke up on me.
I said, how do you like your fry bread? Do you like to put make it into a taco, or do you like to put honey and powdered sugar on it?
Yeah.
Your solder food
just
good.
Just ask Elijah how dark my family is.
Most everybody around thinks they're black people, but they're not. They're native.
Wait up right now. Southern food tastes so good, man.
Yeah, my sister looks more Native American than I do. I still have white skin. My mom said that because I thought I was adopted. My mom's got the traditional reddish Native American skin, and now she's whiter. Now that she got older, she kind of paled out. My sister has the full-blown Native American pigmentation, and I take after my dad's side of the family, which is the white side, even though I had the Native American cheekbones and all that.
Oh wow!
I got called I forget the Ute language for it was, but basically the loose translation for that is albino.
Oh.
And it was not a nice term.
At least they didn't call you Wasichu.
Ooh, no, I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure. I don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. just
it's a native word.
Yeah, just take
tribe.
it. Yeah, take it from us that means something very, 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 very bad.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I love fry bread. I can eat it plain with nothing.
Fry bread is good though. I ate fry bread before.
You know what's funny is when I hear fry bread or eat fry bread, I have a craving for something totally different every time I hear and gratefully I have it I'm actually gonna eat right now because you mentioned fry bread. But pork rinds.
Oh, I love it. I get the party mix with the they call it the mofongo. I get a bag at the liquor store and it has pork rinds in it and everything has like the like all types of Spanish vegetables you guys haven't heard of. They have the yaltilla in there, malanga in there, which is it's a vegetable, which is like comes from the ground, and it's actually like they turn it to like a potato chip, but it's so freaking good. Though. I'm gonna show you the bag one of these days. I don't know if you guys got them over here, but I get it at the liquor store. Like every time you buy a beer or a case of beer, I get like 2 bags of it. It's just a fucking banging though. Especially I had like the.
I haven't bought beer in a while.
There's something to break up the monotony of all the talking. Something for the chat here.
My little pony, baby pony. They're such cute ponies, everyone. My little pony, baby pony. Baby cotton candy. You is so much baby moon dancer. I love to feed you with baby firefly and put on your little diaper too. Each sold separately.
Oh, there's something wrong with you. Oh, I hate you so much. Why
And
do
you know
you do this?
What's funny? One of them look like Della Rose.
Well, to be fair, Della Rose was a brony as well. He was an alt furry and a brony.
But little Lucario.
His words.
little
For anyone says I'm a
Lucario.
damn liar, it was his words.
Oh, I hate
I
you
can
so
actually
much.
pull that up.
I hate you so much. Why do you do this? There's something fundamentally wrong with your psyche.
Okay, I'm all for everybody chatting. That's what we're here for. But you have to break up the monotony of, so it's not one long drone chat. You have to break it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to tell you something you could do with the pork rinds. Pizza.
I don't know if I want to hear it now.
You can see mayonnaise inside.
I don't want to talk about pork rinds now. I think I lost my appetite on talking
Yeah.
about
No, I'm serious. Put pork rinds, like crush them up and put them on pizza.
Well, it's not pineapple salt, so it gets a pass.
Yeah, as long as there's no pineapple on your pizza. But like,
I'd be called pork rind
See you later, Dax.
All right, Dax and all. Don't forget to leave. Don't forget to take your furry feet with you.
And don't forget to put a like and a subscribe. And
like and
share,
subscribe.
Or you can go to hell.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
gonna go. No. Let me explain it. It's in the Bible. It says, he who does not like, subscribe to Noise's stream will go to hell wearing a Lucaro suit, locked in a dark room with JDA.
And don't forget.
And Alyssa Mercante.
Yep. And don't forget to repent. All right. Repent. Tell you repent.
We have to save Dax and our soul.
Dax and our
soul? He has one.
You fairy creatures got souls.
As the army says, if it wasn't an issue to you, you don't need it. So.
Oh man, that's funny.
I used to say that when I was an atheist when one of my soldiers wanted to go to church. This was back before I went down a bit. Well, one of my soldiers was trying to go to church so you get away from work. And says, hey, Corporal, can I go to church? The chaplain's holding church. It's like, were you issued a soul? He goes, no. So you don't have a mortal soul then. He goes, what do you mean? It's like, well, if the army didn't issue one, you don't need it. Right? But later on, I got in trouble for that because I was violating people's religious beliefs. I didn't know he was an actual Christian. I just thought he was trying to get away from things.
Oh.
But that was one of my favorite things to say. I got away with that for a while before he realized, wait a minute, I have a right to church. And I was like, God damn it.
But yeah. If we didn't pick on Dax, he'd think we hated him. That's probably the truth.
You know what it is? It's just Dax and R is pure comedy. So you have to get on Dax and R, you know what I'm saying? So Dax and R he's a good guy, man. Right?
Yeah,
glad
Dax is awesome. But PWG, I had to pick on him religiously just because. And he just makes it easy for me. He just walks in and like, oh, I try hard not to pick on him. Like really try so hard. I'm like,
well, you know what it is? It's PWG. He's very knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable.
He is. It's just the way he walks into things. I'm like,
yeah. He does overreact about certain things. He thinks I overreact about things. And no, I said no. Like the other day, he got mad at me because I was overreacting. I said I was overreacting about something. I'm saying it's just because I like to speak the truth on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I have to speak my mind off. If I don't say anything, then people's gonna walk all over me, or people's gonna walk all over everybody. You have to be aggressive with these people that's on the internet, especially the bad ones. It's more aggressive on the internet than everything. If you don't meet up to their level, like you have to meet up to the level like Alyssa Mercante's level or Airbag's level or JDA. If you don't meet up to their level, they'll walk all over you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be an asshole with the assholes. Next thing you know, you keep a balance. They won't fuck with you. You won't fuck with them. That's simple. But yeah, I mean, you can't. Like I say, he thinks I was reactional the other day. I was like, nah, it's not good though. He's gotta keep it real. That's it. And then he actually, you know what? As he agrees to the narrative, and we just cut the fuse off, and we're good to go. Other than that, he's a nice guy. John is a real nice guy though. If it wasn't for John, I wouldn't made it this far, being subscribed on my channel. And I listen. I'm very grateful. Yeah, I made it this far.
He seems a little bit high strung sometimes, but I think it's because he spreads himself so damn thin for everybody. You know, he doesn't really take time for himself, you know, like to sleep much.
And I told him, I said, listen, John, I said, why don't you start streaming your own show for a little while? You need to build up. Look at me. I've been, for the past few days, I already done like 3 freaking shows. Today was my 3rd one, and then Saturday I do graveyard gaming with the Goon Room, and you guys end up in my panel. I mean, and Discord, because I don't have, you know, like StreamYards or EV Mux, but I have you guys on the panel. So I start at midnight on Saturday, do the first Sunday, which we actually gooned the girls with bikinis, you know, which is Alasia was enjoying it there. So they'll be like, she was like, those are fucking stone cold bitches. They can
they're running over snow and ice, rock and everything.
And bikini.
Yeah, and a bikini and didn't get cut or anything.
Yeah, they did an update on that. They did a patch update on that. Plus, they added new uniforms in it too now. So, but I'm trying to get, like, right now, I'm trying to get the season pass. Let me see if I can get the season pass later on before it gets over. But I'm not gonna get the season pass. I want to buy the bikinis. Fuck that. I'm about to spend all the bikinis for the girls.
Well, somebody had a character on there with a light pink bikini, and I thought they were naked.
that was the Goon Room. The Goon Room. The Goon Room. Mikey's an asshole for doing that shit. That was funny. You know what it is? That he'd rather see a naked girl running in the game and doesn't give a fuck if he gets banned or not. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Mikey's like, fuck it, I'm all out there. Throw myself into the fucking situation.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that one was naked.
Listen to right now. Mikey lives a wild life. Like, he's gone with the wind. Let's put it that way. He don't give a shit. He just that's it. He throws it out there and that's it. That's the way you're supposed to be. That's called freedom. I'm like that too. I'm like, fuck it. Might as well. Like I say, I like women with fat asses. Fuck it.
Well, you know, everybody's so afraid to show any weakness or to be themselves, and you know, they're always worried about what the next person's gonna say about it, react about it. You know, fuck that shit. Just be yourself. Have some freedom.
I'm too old to give a shit anymore. You reach a certain age to where it's like, you know what? I don't care anymore.
Or when you're clinically dead for 2 minutes, you just don't care anywhere. Like, I've already died. I'm basically an undead at this point.
Listen, let me tell you right now. We have experienced so much in life. I live already 4 decades. Besides, I walked a little bit in the 80s. I lived through the 90s, breathed the 90s. I saw all the 90s cars. I walked the 90s, the crazy 90s. I saw everything in the 90s that was fucking nuts. Then I lived through the 2000s. Still another decade to go fucking nuts. 2020 comes in, piece of shit. Generation. Well, right now we're in the censorship times because we never had that back then.
I've been through a lot as far as accidents. You know, I could start listing it, but it would sound like I was making up shit. I'll just name a few. I've had my head busted at between a dozen and a half or half dozen times. I've been hit by a car like 4 times, and I don't remember. You know, it's been a lot, but only flatlined once, and it wasn't from any of that kind of stuff. It was an illness when I was 7, and we were snowed in and couldn't get out. Nobody could get to me. And my last memory at the time was being carried out to a vehicle that had chains on the tires so they could get me to the hospital. And they claimed I died for a while.
And I used to do other crazy shit. When I was 10 years old,
File 13.
File 13. Shout out to you, my brother. When I used to when I was 10 years old, I used to freaking sneak into strip bars. They didn't even know I was there.
Oh, hell
I was like, y'all want to see some tetas? Yo, listen, man. I was crazy with girls, bro. I was crazy. I liked the older women. I liked the fucking girls my age. But you know what was more fascinating with girls that was 20 years old when I was 10. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. I had fun, bro. When I became 14, I was still sneaking into strip bars without the boss looking at me. Like, okay, I'm going there. Sneak through the door. And I used to hide in the back room in the dark room. He just watch these fucking girls dance.
Am I to take it that file 13 is another Latina?
Yep, Latino, papi, dímelo cómo está, bro, de file 13. Él sabe lo que estamos haciendo. He knows what we're doing.
Okay. Wow. I'm reading an article here someone just sent me.
We need to invite file 13 so we can have another extra Hispanic here.
Oh, I did see him on somebody's panel one day. I know he was on. I don't recall who.
Tony.
Oh yeah, that's
Stark,
right.
Stark of Iron. Yeah, he invited me last week, but I didn't show up because I had a stream. I had my own stream on midnight with the Goon Room, so I didn't went. It was a Saturday night Martinez he had because he took off. He took off 2 weeks. He was overwhelmed about a lot of shit about his success and stuff like that. It was a lot of things. I don't want to talk about the rest.
It's good to take off time for yourself. I would advise that to anyone. Anytime it's not fun and it starts to get on your nerves, overwhelm you, just walk away from it.
Yeah, he was overwhelmed. Like he was beating himself up, and I had a conversation with him and everything. And I was like, you know what, Stoney, you're not one of those guys. I'm saying, I told him flat out, you're an entertainer. You're not a dramatic person. You don't talk about like what other people in the panel talk about. People talk about, like I said, they talk about Alyssa and JDA all day. You just want to do your puppetry and do your thing and do. Like I said, he invited me. It's a chill stream. Basically, you go in there, you go to Tony Stark's Stark of Iron, and you end up drinking a beer with him, hanging out, and he does his thing. But it feels like he's doing so much that he's not gaining enough what he wants. He wants to earn more subscribers.
Yeah.
But it's hard because everybody, like I said, when we're in a situation where everybody's in competition, we have the biggest elites. And right now, they're doing a show. So after one of the big elites stop doing the show, they have another big elite. And then these guys do their shows till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's tough. What do you think? Sometimes I pick a Saturday. I picked a Saturday. Check this out. This is how I earn my shit. I ended up going to 83 because I did a graveyard gaming, which a lot of people don't do graveyard gaming. If I was on Christmas vacation, I will do graveyard gaming for 3 fucking days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or I'll leave it for the weekends. And I'll do it. Guarantee you I'll blow on subscribers. You got to do it at a time where these people go to sleep and you're the only one practically the only one streaming. So people's going to come to you because some people can't sleep at night. They want to go see your show. They want to see what you're all about, what the conversation is. Me, I'm inviting. So I'll come in. I'll be like, okay, people in the chat, do you want to join my Discord chat? Whatever. Come on, man. Get it. And I invite them. They were open arms. I need somebody to talk to so you can spike the show up. And just make it fun. So you play the game, you talk about it, describe it. Oh, this game sucks. This game good. I don't know. What you thought? I want your honest opinion. My opinion is it sucks or it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's like that.
I think if Noise's channel ever got monetized, you know how the chat goes through and it highlights people's comments. I think what I would do is read most of the comments that I could, keep up with, because I think with the super chat, it gets, I don't know, it feels wrong.
Well, okay, if it comes to a point, the chat scrolling so fast, you got hundreds of people in there, and then I can get only reading super chats for the most part. But I don't like to, pay me for attention or whatever, right? I don't like going about it that way myself. If I can help it, I'm gonna let even the chat have their voice here.
Yeah, I mean that is true though. I mean, super chat is cool, okay. I mean, I understand certain people. There are people that can't freaking work. Like I could do like $2 super chats. Sometimes I do 10. The highest I ever went one time was $100 for a waifu battle that I fucking lost, which I was hoping for the bitch to win. I didn't win shit, but I did it for fun. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. Yeah, I mean, sometimes super chat is good if you're the type of person that's retired. It helps out people that can't even make ends meet with groceries. $2, $3 helps out to have a meal. If you collect up to $10, it helps out. And also, not just that, it helps out pay the channel that you're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
Hourglass, like, subscribe, and share this stream out so it can get monetized.
And I'm the type of person that's giving. I spend a lot of money on super chats. Don't get me wrong. But lately now I have to slow down because I have to take care of myself now.
Me! Choose me! Love me!
Yeah, I know. I'm not definitely not gonna take care of that.
And tomorrow I'll forget who she was. I'm like, who are you? No, seriously, my brain injury that literally happens. Like I was dating this girl.
Yeah, anytime a girl comes off that desperate, it's kind of like your default thing is to be like, have them and dump them.
Exactly.
Or not have them at all.
Yeah, that's usually how I go because it's usually. But for me, what's funny was I actually was dating this one girl, and we were going steady, and all of a sudden my TBI kicked in and shut my brain down. And she came by my house. She had a spare key. It's like, who the fuck are you? And she goes, I'm your girlfriend. I was like, no, you're not. Like, we broke up. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, woman? You're crazy. I don't know who you are. I had not yet had that talk with her that I have TBI, and sometimes I just forget things.
Well, you're not by yourself on that, Levistro. Sometimes I walk into a room and forget why I went in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck am I doing in here? I don't even remember yet. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in
By
here.
the time I remembered by the time I remembered her, it was too late because she didn't believe a thing I said. And so we broke up. I was like, God damn it. My stupid TBI. This is why you're single because you're a gamer. No, I'm single because my TBI likes to fuck with me.
Yeah, file 13 say you have to stream with you have to stream with the attitude. That's true. You have to. You have to be aggressive, but be kind at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So,
I try to stream to
certain people,
information, but at the same time, like I try to make sure my streams are genuine. So there are times where you'll see me have an attitude, you'll see me rant and rave on stream, but it's I like it. I think it's better if it's not forced. Like some people do it and it's forced. They can sell it, but I'm just not that guy.
No. Well, if I ever get on stream and I'm really ranting about something, oh my God, I can rant for hours about something. And it's not good. Because it gets my blood pressure up and I have to go take aspirin and all the whole 9 yards, and I don't feel like fucking with it. So usually I don't.
Oh, I had a guy that came on my stream. I was streaming Black Myth Wukong, and he was streaming Black Myth Wukong as well. He decided he'd try to fleece my viewership. He said, if you want to see a real gamer play Black Myth Wukong, come on my stream. I stopped my stream right then and there. I put my controller down, and I went off on him. Went on, while I was on stream, went live on stream, went to his channel, and saw that he had a few more people than I did. I was just starting out, right? And I was like, oh, look at you. You're dying left and right. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a better stream. Get down here. Here's a thing called proper. I don't come on your stream and try to fleece your beard. Like, I just went off on the guy. And I knew he couldn't see me or anything. Like, I was just yelling at him on my monitor. I went off. Well, apparently everyone at Bigotverse was telling people on the Hypnos Discord, dude, Levistro's losing it on stream. I had 100 people watching me just go off on this guy for an hour.
Well, that was like when Dan was pissed off and he got on his gaming stream ranting, which I don't blame him, but that's when he got a lot of viewers. He got more than usual.
You want me to give you viewers right now? You want me to give you some viewers?
I was ranting about this moron because well, problem is, and I tell people all the time, don't sleep on the third person. Everybody,
let me show you what this. Click that link to look at that article. I just read it. I actually almost ranted on your stream.
When that that they will do the Samurai Pizza Cats article.
No, this is this just came out. Basically, a GOP House Speaker says he calls male gamers lazy, undeserving of government aid.
Oh, I
Okay,
think I saw something about
okay.
that.
Okay, Levistro Sergeant said he'd like to have you on his stream someday. And File 13 here asks, are you all gamers? Well, I know
I'm not a gamer. I'm just a poser and a grifter. Ask JD. I'm just a poser and a grifter. I don't play video games at all. I don't stream games. I don't play games. I don't cover games. None of that shit.
I'm the same way. I don't play video games. I don't hold gaming remotes, which I do hold gaming remotes. I don't play video games, which I do hold gaming remotes. And I don't play video games, but I have a video game remote. Yeah, I do stream video. I do play video games.
Bro, they eat people video games.
You're cutting in and out noise.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it clearer now?
Yeah.
So we're gamers here, bro. We are. I play games.
Myself, I'm a gamer, but I'm more of a light gamer than they are. Elijah there, she plays more MMOs. Other than that, just little cutesy shit like girls usually play.
Wait just a damn minute. Hold it. I play bingo on Facebook because I want to declutter my mind. But other than that, I play
Is that a Friday night?
What?
Is it on a Friday night at a community center?
No, on Facebook. On Facebook,
I don't think
I
she
play
gets the
bingo.
reference.
Yeah, this is what they were speaking on here. GOP House Speaker calls male gamers lazy, undeserving of government aid. What the fuck? That's nuts.
They haven't even been in office yet, and they're already going nuts. So, like, this is what happened in 2016. That like they said, oh, we're going to do all this. They tried to make all these crazy changes. They were fighting Trump, and they lost the House and Senate by the next election period.
Wow, a bunch of fake gamers with all fake equipment. Well, we're not fake gamers. Only fake gamers don't play games.
What they fail
Like
to
Smash JT,
realize
he don't play games.
is gamer games, video games, not the ones that's full of the DEI woke crap. I'm talking about the others, the ones in the past that were not like that. What they do is they create an environment that exercises imagination, socialization, math skills, reading skills, hand-eye coordination, and mental functionality in people and children that play.
Yeah. And plus, the Department of Veteran Affairs did a study on this. I was one of the first iterations of guinea pigs, as it were. They found out that video games actually help veterans with PTSD.
It does.
My therapy literally consists of me playing video games, and I'm medically retired. I had nothing better to do with my life, which is kind of ironic. I was like, oh, so my dad said I'm not enough from playing video games. I mean, he respected my hobbies, but he didn't want video games to be my only thing, which it wasn't, right? But I've been playing video games throughout most of my life. I joined the military. I come out of the military, get retired, and I get I get everyone's dream goal. I get paid to sit around my ass playing video games by taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, you read these lines there.
But at least, hold on, I need to cut you off, noise. But at least you served the country and earned it.
I earned it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My point is, I earned it. I didn't
and almost died.
Yeah. So I'm
saying these lines here. Last year, conservative pundit Glenn Beck declared he was banning his daughters from dating games, while Daily Wire pundit Matt Walsh declared that men who game and watch anime are morbidly obese, on top of being satanic losers. These are people who lost their fucking minds.
I got something to say. Hey, for you wokies out there, do I look like a fat guy? I play games.
You got no body. All you are is a head.
I'm the RTU eating tacos and fucking burritos and sitting on a fucking shit bucket under the fucking chair. Yeah. Or you commies out there, I don't eat that shit, bro. Look, I'm fucking skinny as hell. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am. But I play games. I play games for hours. But guess what? I move around.
What I want to know is this GOP guy, Matt Walsh and Glenn Beck, they want to tell you what a real man is. So I'm going to ask them, have they served in the military? Have they worked in science and medical professions? Have they worked in construction?
Nope.
If they can't, if there is no history of that, then they need to shut the fuck up because those are the top masculine jobs ever. Like when people think masculine jobs, they think of those industries. I was in the United States military. I served my country. I sacrificed life for them. And I'm not saying that no one else did. My point is, it's like, unlike these people, I play video games and I know what a man is. A man is defined by his actions, not by whether he plays video games or not.
There are plenty of fat neckbeard nerds play video games who just whine and moan and they're weak little bitches. But that is sure as hell not all of us.
Nope. Yeah, but no, they see this is the thing. They like for the past 50 years, and the people think it was Christianity or Christians that started the whole anti-gamer perspective. No, it's the government with death rates. The Department for Safety, blah blah blah, that talks about safe driving and stuff like that. They hated death race because it made fun of our driving abilities. It says, "Oh no, you're teaching people it's okay and it's funny to run people over. That's sick." And then the satanic panic happened, and then we had Christians coming in, not Christians, but like the prosperity gospels and the Karens, those type of people coming in. Because my dad was the kind of person that was like, "Yeah, I don't like my son playing video games all the time, but shut the fuck up." Like he would tell people, "Shut up."
And the only people, let me tell you right now, the only news station that complain about gamers, and I always said it for the past years that I've been living for the past 41 years. The only people that complain about fucking gamers is fucking CNN. The only motherfuckers. I'll tell you right now, other news stations don't complain about it. It's these fucking people. That's why sometimes I would like to see CNN go into fucking flames. I can't stand those communist news network motherfuckers. I can't. It's that Caitlyn. I can't fucking stand them.
Did you know that every time GTA released every time Rockstar released a GTA title, crime went down?
Of course, because they're killing fucking fake fucking gangsters and the fucking.
They're playing games and committing crimes in games, not in real life.
Exactly.
They don't do it. Like gamers
don't get arrested
between fantasy and reality. Like if I go through and I run over people and I rob a bank and I go blow up police helicopters and federal agents in Minecraft, so don't get your stream shut down. I know that's fantasy. I'm not going to go to a military base, steal a tank, and start blowing everything up in real life.
The moment you do that shit in real life, you're dead at the fucking before you.
I'll be dead before I get through the gate.
That motherfucker in the clock tower out there with a sniper rifle. Look at this fucking fool over here. He trying to break to the entry.
Reminds
me,
me.
Your ass won't even fit in a tank. I'll be head first stuck in a tank, and I'll just snipe my ass.
Listen, you don't even know how to begin to operate a fucking tank. The moment you get into one.
It's somewhat unrelated, but it reminds me, I don't know, like 10 or so years ago, I'd went to one of these Comic-Cons, which I was younger and cockier and all this shit. And, I was making fun of a lot of these fuckers because they were like, 250-pound wearing Spider-Man costumes and
Deadpool.
And Deadpool. And my sister was like, "Oh, you don't need to be like that. They're living out their fantasy." And like I said, I was younger and cockier. And, I said I lived out my fantasy, and I went out and I really whooped people's asses. I went out and I really got the women. I really did all this shit. Why can't they? Now, maybe I was a little harsh, but you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Well, if gaming was such a bad thing, then the military wouldn't have utilized it in a lot of their experiments.
Okay. Now today I wouldn't have been as harsh on them. I'm a little bit more understanding now, but it's still kind of 50-50 for me.
But yeah, I mean, also in studies for autism and things, gaming actually helps autistic children because it gives their mind something to focus on. Because I don't know if anybody here is autistic, but if you have an autistic mind, you have to have something that grabs your focus.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that video gamers are like that. And yeah, I get that not everybody has the opportunity to go out and, live an adventurous life. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm more referring to these people who are just squishy, whiny people, but then pretending to be heroes and shit.
And they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of those like, but the thing is like most gamers, most nerds are not like that. Everyone that's streaming, like for if you want to see someone who's a hard worker, look at Hypnotic. He's a gamer. He streams multiple hours a day. He works hard for what he earns. Right? He didn't start off as a streamer sitting in his mama's basement. He was working in computers, some shit, and over time, his popularity rose to where he could quit his job, and he earned ad revenue and enough money from YouTube to quit his job. Or one of my friends, Kyle Saber, he works hard, he goes to church, all that stuff, and he streams games online. I don't know much about Furious Santa to say that that's his similar past, but he's 41 years old. He don't look like some fat dude. Obviously, I'm just a purple dragon, so you don't really know what I look like, but you have to assume that I'm telling the truth. When I say I served my country, noise pollution, I'm pretty sure you have an interesting past where you did rely on benefits. The people, the problem is that gamers for the past 50 years has always been the scapegoat for something bad. People that like to run people over and are sick in the head, gamers. People that run around shooting schools in Minecraft, gamers. People that go and disrespect women and will go and are women and are very disrespectful, according to Hillary Clinton, gamers. People that you named the ism in the past 50 years of the culture war, because this has been going on since the 70s. It's always coming back to gamers. And that's because gamers, nerds, and geeks, it's not that we do these things. And yes, we do goon because we're gamers. We don't get we're not very popular, but we're not like that. Are there bad apples amongst us? Yes. Every group and clique. But for gamers, nerds, and stuff, it's easy to pick on us because we're the outcasts of society. No, it used to be until Big Bang Theory and all these other things came out. No one wanted to be associated with what we were. And I liked that. It meant that I was fucking unique.
I remember back in the 80s where there was this satanic scare going all over the place. And I remember when people that listened to heavy metal music like Ozzy and Black Sabbath and all that, and they got blamed for all kind of stuff. Also, people that used to play D&D the D&D game got blamed for a lot of stuff.
And what's funny is with PMRC, Twisted Sister D. Snyder, he's a Christian, and he stood up against Al Gore and Tipper Gore, where they're trying to censor music. And he came out and says, "I'm a Christian. Here's where I got this." Like you say, I'm violent. I got this stuff from my fucking Looney Tunes collection. Or D&D. The co-creator of D&D, Gary Gygax, is a Christian, or was a Christian. God rest his soul. Like, they're attacking people for demonic stuff, but when you really look at it, the people that are Christians, like actual Christians, and this is my main argument, aren't the people that are trying to silence everything. The actual Christians are the ones that are like, yeah, I'm a sinner, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight joker, as the song goes, and I need God. Eventually, they rise.
Welcome, Charlie Nuclear.
Yeah. Hey, Nuclear Charlie. But the point is that Christians know they're sinners, and they need God as a sort of like life force, as a way to guide them to the right path, right? To get away from their old sinful self. Not that they don't know what right and wrong is, but so they can grow personally in their as a human being. And the Pharisees is what I call people like JDA and this Republican here, and these not nonsensical idiots, and they're people who I call them Pharisees because in the Bible, the Pharisees were the elite ruling class of religious leaders. They went to seminary school, so to speak, quote unquote. They went to study. They went to school to study the Mosaic Law, and so that's why Jesus always looks at them and says, "Have you not read the Scriptures?" It's not saying like he's acting like you didn't know this was in the Bible. No, he says, "Dude, this is in the Bible. You should know this. I'm the like he was giving all this hint saying, I'm the freaking Messiah. I am God in flesh. You're looking for a general on a horse that's not in the Scripture. I literally came through the prophecy through the son of David, all this stuff, and you're not seeing me." So that's the Pharisee. They claim to read the Bible. but they had their own moral view, so to speak. And that moral view they wish to control and force on everyone else. We've seen this with the Spanish theocracy. We've seen this with the Papal Inquisition. We've seen this in the Islamic Caliphate. We've seen it like I'm not just trying to blame all religions here, but we even see it with atheism as well. When people want to define what's right and moral, they're going to see people like us that are weak, that they consider weak, because we're the social outcast. And when we're being attacked, but by the enemy, then we're useful. Then they come into our circle, says, "Oh, we're nerds too. Oh, we will stand by you." And because we are outcasts, and because we're socially ostracized by society constantly, we want some sort of acceptance from normal people. So we will believe them until the pendulum swings, and then we're back being the bad guys again.
One of the issues is these politicians and these rich people, they're not in touch with everyday people. And one thing they don't realize is virtually everyone's a gamer now. It's no longer this old stereotype it used to be.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is like I tell people, like when I was in the military, 4 out of 5 soldiers were playing World of Warcraft. You look at the civilian world, it was the same thing, because what was very popular in the early 2000s? World of Warcraft. Everyone was playing that game. So
I spent many, many, many hours playing World of Warcraft, and I spent many, many hours doing the PvP raids and all that stuff. And I got good at it too with my shaman. I got real good at it.
But you weren't anywhere near as good as I was.
Oh no, I was never as good as Noise was.
And
actually, I've always
I will say right now, you're so right. Gamers are 100% evil. We are the spawn of Satan. No, actually, we taught Satan how to be evil. We tricked Satan into hell. We are that evil as gamers.
Well, I knew it had to be somebody's fault.
I'm a light gamer these days. I don't play a lot of games, but I still play games. But back when I did play them regularly, I was talented with it. I was skilled. I was always the best around back then. I can't say that's still true, but once upon a time it was.
Oh yeah, when I didn't have nerve damage, I could school people with games. I could run circles around people. But I could also do that physically when I like you could say, well, we want to play football. We're going to solve our differences by this or that, or we're going to do this, whatever the case may be. I could, whether it be physical or video games, I could run circles. Once I got my brain injury, it was harder for me to do so. But I still love games, and that's why my stream is usually chill. It's because I'm like, let's just play this game, chill out, and rebuild it. I'm trying to stay so far away from politics, because I my belief is we're gonna have, now that we hammered the left out of politics, or hammered the left out of our circles or hobbies like gaming and stuff. Now we have to hammer the right out. And I'm not trying to say like, don't be a Trump supporter or anything like that. No, by all means, vote for who you want. I'm saying now it's time. It's like when we're refining or reforging a sword. You hammer the impurities out. You hammer the people that came into the scene just because we were supporting their tribe. Now they are trying to redefine what we love on a different end. We're like, no, those people need to leave. People that support get our hobbies for what they are, regardless of their political beliefs. They are woke, because there are some wokies who are actual gamers who agree. I love Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't think it's right that we force trans stuff on people. Right? There's like the gays
like I always say, video game is educational.
Yeah.
Video game is an art coming to life. You draw a character and you make it come to life, and you got to give it a voice to make.
If you can't love the thing for what it is, then perhaps
on the
you're not
topic, it brings me to mind about the internet. The internet was a great gift upon mankind, but unfortunately, mankind ruins things. It has polarized people. It has put people in an echo chamber. It's made extremists of them. It's made everybody think in groups and think they must fit in a group with their mindset.
Yeah, and there's a difference between grouping your mindset, like you're saying, noise out of respect, and there's like for example, if I was a Cowboys fan, right, and let's say you're a Raiders fan, right, and your whole group is Raiders fan, I come to you because we both our teams were battling, say, the Washington Redskins. I'm not a sports fan, so just humor me, right?
I'm not either.
And then I tell you, okay, now that we beat the Washington Redskins, all you Raiders fans have to be a Cowboys fan. What do you think those Raiders fans are going to tell me?
They're gonna
Get
go.
out.
They're gonna tell you to go fuck yourself.
Exactly, right? I'm in the wrong bandwagon. I need to go back to my tribe. So that's my point with all this is that it's when it comes to hobbies, it's not so much as an echo circle because you could have like I don't care about your politics. You could be a Democrat, you could be a Republican. I don't care because I don't want to see you as anything less than human. What I want is, do you like playing video games? Well, how do you feel about Baldur's Gate 3? How do you feel about this game? How do you feel about that game? Oh, you like playing Phasmophobia? Let's play it. When we play and we get to know each other, then we get to learn things about each other. Because, like, here's one thing I've learned. I'm going to tell you a little war story. Here's one thing I learned about games. I went. My first deployment was right after the initial push to Iraq. So this is when America actually had control of Iraq and all that stuff, right? I saw at the rec area an Iraqi sergeant, an American sergeant sitting down and playing Call of Duty together. They didn't understand a word they said, right? And they were both been in the service longer than me, right? And I thought it was odd that just the other year or so, these two would be trying to kill each other. Wow. Literally in war, and yet they were sitting down playing video games together, having a didn't understand a conversation, yet they understood the assignment of how to play the game. And that Iraqi inspired that American sergeant to realize not all Iraqis are evil, and that American sergeant inspired that Iraqi to realize not all Americans worship the great Satan. You know, we're all human. The American military is the first ambassador to everywhere around the world. And one of the best ways, especially now with online gaming, one of the best ways to create peace as you want it is gaming. And it's not your politics. You learn to love, you learn to respect the person for who they are, not for what tribe they stand for.
And the thing that we're going through all this politics shit is just these fucking people made it into a politic. The people that we are dealing with right now made this into a politic because there was never politics on the freaking gaming until now. We always had politics in sports since forever, but back then, growing up like early 80s as a kid, we never had politics in sports. That shit came around around the 2000s. And all that shit, we are picking the favorite team. Oh, you know what? Let's make the New York Yankees win like 5 more years. And it's like that because they were paid for it. Now, since we got politics in our games, it's hard to get rid of now. It's already injected. So we have to fight for it every day to get rid of it, but it's not gonna be easy.
I'm not sure why, but Charlie Nuclear is telling us about when precision point errors happen on a computer. I believe he's talking about programming and how it interacts with the hardware and such. But I'm not sure what spawned this topic.
Well, I think in gaming, my main issue with it, the way that they do the games now, is they sneak this shit in there.
Yep.
And if you're an adult, you can spot it, and get rid of it or put it down or whatever. Oh. But if a kid's playing it, they don't know what in the hell they're seeing.
Well, they don't know what the hell
they're doing,
When I was a kid, and it's been a long time ago, there was like Bugs Bunny cartoons on TV, and it wasn't until you were an adult that you seen all the innuendos it was packed with. So it's the same. They're gonna get a game and it's like, oh, it's graphic. Oh, look at this and has this support and whatever. And it's a way of normalizing the LGBTQ, the wokeism, and I've racked my brain to figure out why this is happening, and I can only imagine it's population control.
It is. They just want to control on the things that we like. That's the problem. You create something, they want to control you for creating it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's your freedom to create. You're the one that created it. Why the hell you gotta have some other piece of shit try to control what you create?
This is why I like when I have people try to shame me for going after JDA or speaking out against something, and they try to be all intelligent and everything like that. I give them the one answer that breaks their whole narrative and shows them how much of a fool they are. I just say, yeah, well, I'm a dragon. I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. Because then they realize a whole 3 or 4 days or hours or whatever they're arguing with me trying to be intelligent. Not only was I throwing shade at them, they're arguing with a fictional character, an internet personality.
Yeah.
So after that, they just shut up because they don't know how to respond to that.
And right now, we have to watch out while we play or buy because they try to sneak in some shit in those games.
And this is
and they think we're gonna be stupid about it.
Yeah, no, and this is why I don't let my son play certain games. I involve myself with what he's playing, what he's doing, and I know it's hard for a lot of parents to do, but parenting, I mean, I'm sorry, parents that are out there watching this, but parenting is fucking hard.
It is.
Every child isn't some self-help book that you read from some psychologist who never raised kids, who's sitting in his armchair trying to tell you how to raise kids or she telling you how to raise kids. It's you asking yourself, what is my child like? How do I raise them? And go ask your parents, how did you raise me? Because that child's a carbon copy of you, and you can apply that in your raising your child. One of my favorite things is with me and my ex-wife. She wants to buy a baby-proof gate, and she goes, well, this gate is baby-proof. I says, okay, but is it Dragonlings proof? I'm not going to reveal my son's name, but I said, is it Dragonlings proof? Meaning, yeah, the baby is baby-proof for your average baby, but let's be real here. Our son can open up a freaking crib at 1 year old.
What Charlie Nuclear is talking about, he's talking about quantum physics and the simulation theory. The theory that all of reality is essentially a simulation, which it depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you're looking at things in those terms, all things are simulations, but he's going into more depth, so it seems he's knowledgeable on it.
Well, my issue with games is if I had kids that played games, I would be afraid. I wouldn't buy any new games. I would introduce them to the retro games first. Because I'm scared of what they will find in these new games with all the hype and stuff. They won't know the difference.
And the thing is, the games are realistic, but then the only thing is that the ideology they add in those games.
My son plays Minecraft. Don't have any problem with that. I limit his exposure to the online servers because he's young. He's not allowed to play Roblox because there's that place. No, I don't want to risk it. He plays Smash Brothers on Nintendo. He plays mostly Nintendo Switch games. Yeah. Nintendo Switch, I tell people, I love it. Like, as much as I have my issues with how Nintendo manages things, when it comes to quality of their content, I still would rather Nintendo than any other console because they're not hit with the woke as bad.
Hey, Levicio.
As bad. That's my disclaimer. As bad.
Levicio, I need an honest opinion about this. But is it true that Nintendo went to that fucking DEI route?
I heard, but I'm not 100% sure. I know the Pokemon Company did.
See?
So, but you gotta remember, Pokemon Company and Nintendo, even though Pokemon Company is owned by Nintendo, that's totally different than Nintendo itself. Because, when Kamala Harris,
I would imagine that Nintendo is trying to keep everybody happy. That while they probably have DEI hires and told the line with it, they don't want to take it too far because they don't want to alienate very many people. So they're probably staying right there, just on the edge of it.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as they keep it on the edge. That's different than we're gonna have a queermancer whatever bullshit thing. Like that's totally different than like Dragon Age of Elgard, right? And even if Dragon Age of Elgard wasn't woke, I still would be like, yeah, son, you're not playing Dragon Age of Elgard because it's very violent. I'm sorry, son. Wait till you're a teenager.
What Charlie Nuclear is saying here, he says, I'm a computer programmer. I've been studying how Jesus' teaching and an idea in the Bible could be interpreted in ways that align with aspects of simulation theory. Now, I've never been a programmer myself. I mean, not really. I've dabbled in things, but nothing much. But I have had all these same thoughts. I've thought for decades, and I've thought deeply on these things. In the end, it's entertaining to think on it, but it kind of falls in line with philosophy because you can never actually nail anything down.
Yeah. I'm not a big believer in the simulation theory. I know some people believe in it, and that's fine. That's their personal beliefs. But for me, I'm like, it's just a simulation and it's real life. So where is Morpheus telling me I have a blue pill and a red pill? Of course, I'm being facetious here, but what my point is if this is a simulation, there's always an out. And I don't see where the out for the theory. Other than
it's kind of like these mathematicians that say everything's made up of numbers. Well, we know not everything's made up of numbers, but if you're a numbers person, everything is. Well, if you're one to look into simulation theory, you might see everything as a simulation. And because of that perspective, that doesn't make a right or wrong because things can be both. And that's quantum physics for you.
Yeah. Numbers are different because I do agree. It's like I do coding and I do see things in the world of sorry to cut you off, Liz. I'm gonna make this quick.
That's fine.
It's like if this then that. So if X then Y. That's literally how code is wrote. And that's how I see the world. That's why I say woke and anti-woke are the same thing. Because to me, it's X. You just change the variable to equal woke anti-woke, and this behavior fits the narrative. It's just the same thing. Go ahead,
Well,
Lizard. I'm sorry.
For me, it's like I cannot look at numbers very long at all because I know how I am. I would become obsessed with the math adding up in the way it's supposed to be. And I know when I was younger, I got in trouble with my math teacher because she said, the numbers are the same each and every time. I said, that's impossible.
Oh, that's right. Lick the stream.
It's impossible. You can't.
Lick the stream.
You can't have
that stream pretty
numbers. You can't have numbers that are they're not static. It just doesn't work that way. Nothing in nature works that way because everything changes. That's like she was trying to get us to measure a soap bubble. I said, how the hell are you going to measure a soap bubble because it changes?
Well, they're referring to the circumference, but
yeah,
I get where you're coming from with that. Anything in any type of measurement, whether it be science or math, when you get into the micro and when you get into the macro, eventually the measurements break down because it begins to work against itself to the logic that you've applied thus far. And that kind of falls in the realm of quantum physics.
Well, that's why a lot of mathematicians, they try to figure out the God equation, God code, basically, and they can't do it. Or if they come very close, they end up not aliving themselves anymore because all they see is the numbers, and you can't look at things like that.
A lot of people hear me talk and they take me for a drunk or a stoner or a dumbass. And
that's what happened. And I noticed that, like, when you was in the stream with Ryan or Toasty stream, there was like, why and a chat, why does noise pollution look like he's high and drunk?
But it depends on the topic. Some things I speak more fluently on than others. Depends on the energy of the people and the conversation and the topic. Some topics I'm much more knowledgeable about, but a lot of these topics, I mean, not here, but in general on YouTube, feel very forced.
That's true.
Well, a lot of your cadence noise comes from the native language.
Oh, that's true as well.
The native cadence,
hereditary.
I mean, you can say a whole paragraph in a few words in the native language.
Just like Dan there, he talks quick in English or his native language. He speaks real quick. Some things are hereditary like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Just your persona. Basically.
But I mean, and the way Ryan speaks, he can say something just off the wall and insulting as shit, and it comes off funny because of his cadence and the way he says it. So,
yeah, and I find it funny. Like the other day, I think a couple of streams ago, He was talking about Atreus and Kaida, and I don't know where he started putting his fucking video with monkeys and shit. And I was fucking dying. I was like, and he was like, I wish I could find more guys like. Yeah, he was like, I wish I could find more guys like Furious Dan. It's like, you know what it is? That shit don't faith me. It's fucking funny. Like, we make fun of everything. We make fun of race. We make fun of freaking dumb people. It's comedy. It's pure gold. That's the way it's supposed to be. Fun. Look at you.
I got something interesting for y'all. Do you know?
That's
Did
what
you
the
know?
main points behind this channel is comedy. I always want a lot of comedy here.
You know what I'm saying? It was.
Well, I got some interesting facts for y'all. Do y'all know what? Did you know that most Italian males named common Italian male name is Tony?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Anthony.
No.
No? Okay.
It's because when they came off the ship in New York, on their hand was stamped to New York.
And every fucking movie is always a fucking Tony.
You get it?
To
Tony,
New York.
New York.
See, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
to New York, like TONY.
Yeah. I get it.
I was like, okay, am I speaking to a bunch of Italians here, or?
No.
do you know why most Irish Americans reference a certain individual by the name of Father O'Malley? Because on a boat to America that crashed into New York, they looked for the crew. They only found one man passed out, surrounded by a whole bunch of redheaded ginger babies. And next to him was a bottle that only had the name O'Malley on it. They just knew that was all his kids.
You know, it's kind of like saying how Asians get their names. When they pop out, they hit all the pots and pans, and that becomes their name.
Ching chang pow.
And it was funny that came from an actual, like, he was like, that's offensive until you find the origin of that joke. It was an actual TikTok video of an Asian man. It's like, how I came up with my son's name. And he just drops the pen down the stairs and you just see it go dong, dang, dong, bang, bong. Like, Asians are, like, comes to racial jokes, Asians don't get, like most people, they don't care. They'll roll with it.
You know what it is? The Asian people, they're like one of us. It's like, fuck it. You know, the type of shit. So they say it doesn't face them, but like certain Hispanic people, we don't face that shit either. We just laugh about it, crack jokes about it at the end of the day. You're the one. That's the only guy that's making himself look like a fool next to us, and we were here. It's just like, okay.
That's like my aunt. She was from Korea, and she could roll with the jokes like anybody. She didn't give a shit. But oh my God, if you ever got her pissed off, oh my God.
Koreans, yeah, they're like the redheads.
You didn't know what she was saying, but you got every damn word of it, and you understood her perfectly because you knew what she was saying, even if you didn't understand her language. And that's, I think that's the way a lot of people should be. You know, if you know, people make a joke about something, they ought to understand it's a joke. But these days, people are so damn tender. I guess that's the word.
Sensitive.
You know, sensitive. They have their sensitivity.
They choose to be offended is what it really comes down to. Now, you know, I've hung out with trans and gays and blacks and you name it, you know, right? And they would tell the best jokes about, you know, trans, gay, and blacks about their own. They told the best jokes.
Yeah. I mean, and their sexuality never came up.
Yeah, they don't brag it like a lot of those fucking people on the internet do.
They just, you know, they were all right people, and
they just want to be free who they are. You know,
yeah,
exactly.
That I don't care. I'm like, okay, cool. It's the weirdos. I'm like, okay.
But I, for one, am not going to sit here and call a man that is dressed up in a dress with makeup on a woman if they're talking to me.
Correct, Elzor. It's ma'am.
Like a damn
ma'am. It is ma'am.
No, they can't say like it's ma'am.
Yeah, if they're talking to me, what the fuck
you know,
are you doing?
You know, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, whatever, that's them. But the moment they start making demands of me, I'm drawing the fucking line.
I'll be like, sir, how you doing, sir? No, it's not. No, it's
like
not.
one of my buddies. He came out of the military, and he's a tranny, right, or a trans person, right? And he knows I'm gonna call him a dude. I'm gonna call him a he and everything else. And he like his friends came like, why do you keep calling him a he? He's obviously a woman, or she's a woman. I'm like, no. I knew him before he got those knockers. I knew him before he was wearing dresses. It's a dude. He was a 92 golf, a fucking cook. I'm going to call him a dude. And like they didn't even know. Like he did such a good job of going through the transition that you could not tell he was a dude unless you looked at his neck, like the obvious parts of a man, right?
Yeah, but
But he never tried to mislead people. Like if a guy came to him at a bar and was offering him beer, he'd actually say, "I'm a trans person."
Yeah,
Just
well,
let
that's
you know.
the right way to be. You know?
Like I was like, I consider myself, I consider myself a woman. I know I'm not a real woman. I'm a trans person, and then he leaves it at that, right? He does, because the thing is, this is what people don't, especially these wokies, don't realize is if you deceive people like that as a trans person, you just committed the R word. Literally, it can be called into law because it was they did not realize or was consenting to that kind of behavior.
Well, you know, as bad as when that they can pass as a woman and they still don't tell the person they're trying to get with, and then it's on the news and they've been murdered, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, how did this happen?"
That happened one time. I was watching the ID channel with Detective Joe Kenda. I just spoke about it. The guy met a chick at the bar and check this shit out. He bring the chick home, and the chick was a dude before he became a chick. And what happened was the guy kissed her and everything. They didn't know for example, they didn't know what the fuck is going on. When he found out about that, he went to the fucking hallway, he grabbed a fire extinguisher, and he mangled that to the ground. Like destroy that motherfucker. Yo, I tell you right now, murder. He went to jail for that shit. Yeah, he killed him.
They've re-released Crocodile Dundee and they've censored it. And I'm betting, you know, that part where he grabs somebody by the crotch to tell if they're a man or woman. I bet that's what they censored.
They censored that. Yeah, I can still get the fucking movie anyway. I could fucking find illegal shit. Listen, the internet's a wormhole that you can never fucking censor. Yeah, you can't censor the internet.
You know, I grew up a lot more like Crocodile Dundee was portrayed in the movies. I grew up more so like that than what people are used to these days.
Yeah, one of these days, I'm about to buy Blazing Saddles and just fucking throw it at the X platform. And
We watched that Hypnocast last summer, the big on Hypno's Discord last summer. And the thing was that Sonya never watched it, and I was like, "You never watched Blazing Saddles?" I was like, "Oh no, you have to watch this now."
That is the most racist movie.
We watched it.
Well, I don't know how old Hypnotic is, but I take it he's 30 to 35, something like that. I would imagine.
30s.
Oh, send the horses, send the ninjas.
I think he's a little I think he's around my age, which is around his late 30s, early 40s.
Well,
I'm in my late 40s and Elijah is in her early 50s.
Yeah. Well, I know in nature.
Oh, y'all Gen Xers, we millennials can't hang out with you. I'm sorry. Come on,
every now and then you'll get like a calf.
Wait, where the white women at? They with all the black men. That's where they're at.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm a millennial, so I was born in '83. And I'm 41 years old, but you know what? I am no average millennial. Believe me,
we're technically zennials. Because we had the same experience that Gen X had growing up, but also just like with Gen Y, we were also with we had the analog and digital age in our lives. That's what makes us different from the rest of Gen Y or
Speaking
millennials.
as someone that's slightly older than both of you, you definitely fit in a little more with the Gen X. You fit in more with that.
Well,
I remember my mom telling me, "Don't come home with a body and come home with the lights on, please."
Yeah.
And if I came home and it was dark and the news TV said it's 10 o'clock, you know where your kid's at, as I closed the door, number one, I knew my dad was home and my ass was ruined. Number two, my dad was sitting there with his belt ready to go. And when as soon as the door closed, he just pokes his head out to let me know he's in the house and I'm screwed.
Well,
just
I
him
had
poking his head through the doorway was enough to traumatize me for life.
I had 6 siblings, and they were all way older than me. Some of them is as much as 10 years older than me. So I didn't have much of a childhood. I mean, by the time I was 11, they were taking me out to get drunk and high and run from the cops and all this dumb shit.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, there was 3 rules. You came home before dark. You didn't bullshit nobody or let nobody bullshit you. And you better not call the house after 10 o'clock, because if you did, something was wrong. Somebody was either in jail or somebody died or somebody was in the hospital. And you better not tie up that damn phone, because if you did, you'd get your ass tore up. And that's the way it was.
But yeah, Hooker is right. I'm in the late Gen X. So the Gen X ended, I think, in 1980, unless I'm mistaken.
1979.
Okay.
No.
Elijah,
it was 1980.
Elijah's a few years older than me, so she's a little bit closer to it.
I was born in 73.
Yeah, so Elijah is part of the early part. I think Elijah's part of the early part of Gen X. And then it stopped in the 80, somewhere between 79 to 81 was the last generation of Gen X. Mm-hmm. And then right after that was Gen Y, which is now called the Millennials, up until 1995, I believe, or somewhere close to 95.
Yeah.
And then that's when Gen Z came about.
They've gotten to calling anybody that's like over 30 boomers. And I'm like, you motherfuckers need to become educated, because boomers was, that was like my parents' age. And my parents are,
boomer. Boomers fucked up the economy and the country in general.
Well, the way I tend to look at it is there's a handful of people. I just want to say hi real quick. John Richards is a problematic.
Hey, John Richards, shout out, my friend. I didn't know Johnny was here. How's it going?
But I was saying, there's only a handful of people who actually ruin the economy. Most of us from any generation were shit out of luck and had no control over everything, just like we are today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is why I'm a little more lenient with the younger generation.
I remember hippies. And I remember when people in cults was walking around.
It's been declared, if you don't like and subscribe and share, you're gonna burn in hell.
No. I gotta say something. No. Hold on. I gotta correct Noise on his own verse here, because the Bible says if you don't like, subscribe, and share Noise's stream, you'll be Satan will force you into a Lucardio's suit and lock you in a dark room with JDA in hell for all eternity.
And check this out.
He's got it, yeah.
Hey, John, if you don't like the stream, you must repent. Repent. You gotta repent.
We don't want to lock them in the eternal damnation with Alyssa Mercante.
Oh, I'd rather, if I had to choose JDA, Mercante, and eternal damnation, I'd rather Alyssa Mercante. Because if Satan throws me in a Lucario suit with JDA, I'm not going to survive eternity with JDA.
Check this out.
I just had to throw that in there.
Yep, you're welcome. I got the money one too if you want it.
Satan will spread your cheeks and pack in the pineapples. Oh.
I got to use this one today when I made my GameStop video. I'm sending it to you, Noise. I was holding on to that one for a while. I was like, one of these days I'm gonna have a GameStop news video, and I'm gonna be grateful I saved this one.
Yo, who you prefer to be locked in with, a Mercante or JDA?
None of them. I'd kill both of them.
You know why? I can tell Mercante to shut the fuck up. I can't do that and not be straight with JDA.
No, JDA.
If I'm already in hell, then STDs is not going to do anything to me because I'm already in hell. It can't get any worse than that.
It's been posted on X.
I hope the problematic white guy is getting some rest.
Problematic white guy, you have a great night. But remember, if you don't like the stream, repent.
There, I sent you the money one as well, so you can have that whenever you want.
Money.
You gotta love PWG, man.
Yeah.
See, I only use it when I know people are being hypocritical. I'm like, oh, I'm a truthful journalist and YouTuber, and now they start talking about money. I was like, okay. I told Will, I was like, I need your money clip. He's like, well, I was like, I need your money clip. Why? I'm making a video. I need your money clip. I'm too lazy to make my own.
Oh shit! She would turn a fire, will burn the what they say?
Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
God.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
What is
have it also,
GDC?
Jim. You too, man. You too, problematic white guy.
What's GDC?
GDC.
Yeah.
All safe and travels ahead, like always.
Oh shit! I'm running late for my shoot. I gotta go.
Okay.
I love it, show.
Fine. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Levisha, what time you normally start your stream? 11 o'clock, right?
Now.
Oh,
right
shit.
now.
My bad, bro.
Okay. Bye.
Take it easy, bro. Yeah, man. I'm about to head out pretty soon anyway. So, yeah, I've been having fun. I having a fantastic stream with you guys, man. I'm glad you invited Levisha in here. We had to invite Levisha in here for some reason.
Oh, Game Developers Conference. Okay.
Oh, Game Developers Conference. Who's that? Levisha and what is Game Developer Conference is for? Is it?
Well, problematic white guy, you can tell all the wokies at the Game Developers Conference to get bent.
Of course. They'll need to repent anyway. So
aren't they already bent?
Not
bent.
enough.
Yeah, you know what? They're not even bent. They're screw-drived in the head.
Tell them to get straight.
Put it that way.
Yeah,
they can't even get straight. They're screw-drived.
You know, Levistro is great to have on the stream. I mean, he's knowledgeable.
Yep.
He's a very good conversationalist. He's great to have on stream.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you know what, you gotta invite him in here. Like, damn, I didn't mean to be. I should have. You know what? I should have put a timer. It's where the DEI ESG get ingested into gaming. Yeah, we were talking about that just before.
Yeah,
it's that bad. Yeah, it's like I said, gaming is supposed to be educational. It's supposed to be an art, not ingested with politics. Okay.
Give them hell, PWG.
Yep. PWG.
Well, games can be therapeutic. They can help prepare you for certain things in life, much like the 80s cartoons, you know, taught you to do the right thing and be heroic and, you know, make it through the rough times, you know, persevere and all. And games are really no different.
But there's a story about gaming that I want you guys to know. I learned how to build things because of gaming. I became knowledgeable because of gaming. Gaming gave me the passion to build my own computer. I learned it through videos, books, reading because of gaming. Because the passion, the love goes into your heart and it gives you the power and energy to build and create. You know what I'm saying? Because you're passionate for it. Like I say, gaming is an art. It's educational. That's why I hate it when they made it political.
Well, gaming is actually what got me into computers because back when, you know, I was just a console gamer, I learned what it took to run those games, like the processors, speed, I learned, you know, it would have a sound chip and the games contain, you know, 4 megabits on a cartridge and, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? Which led me into computers and learning all about computers.
That's how I learned. Like I said, it's an art. Everything comes to life in a game. You draw a character, now you gotta build the character that you draw the same way you drew it. And then you gotta bring it to life. And then you gotta give it a voice. Somebody has to act for that character. What do you think? We have people developing characters all the time. Now we need actors to make the voice for those characters. For that character to be able to run in that game and do whatever the fuck they want in that game. It's an art. The problem is these people here in the gaming industry, they've made it political. And we're trying to fight against it and get rid of it because it doesn't need to be in there to begin with.
Which it sounds like that's the kind of thing that problematic John here, problematic white guy. I mean, he's got so many names, I don't know how to refer to him, but seems like that's some of the stuff he's discovered from it. Some interesting news about the future agenda pushing fuckery.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
and he's
feel
right
free
about
to
that.
share with us when you get all the information.
The new banner that's getting used.
We got to watch out for that damn fuckery people.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've labeled things woke, and there's the whole LGBTQ, and I believe what he's getting at is they're using new terminology to throw us from all that, so we don't see it coming. Yeah.
Exactly, and it's not right. It's not right. 100 pages to go through. God, Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of pages. A lot of it. Yeah, man.
Fuck, we've had steady sound the whole way through the stream. This is the first silence yet.
Yeah, I know. And you know what it is? It's like the middle of the night right now. So anyway, 11:21. I was right about trust and safety. Yeah, he's like I say, John Rich is very educational. I tell you right now, he really is. He knows a lot. They want to rebrand and hide and shit. Yep.
Yeah, they do.
They do. That's the thing. You know what? I was looking to it because let me tell you something right now. They're injecting stuff into the games, into the new games right now. All that DEI shit. As soon as we play the game, they act like we're not gonna find out about it. But we'll find out about it when we play the game and we see some weird shit in it. Because they try to inject ideology now into games. And look, I just found out today about The Witcher 4. Right? They remade the girl and made her look feminine. And I took that down from Dr. Disaster. He had a video about it. But what about the story about the game? So now you're gonna make the girl pretty. Is she gonna be in that ideology shit with the pronouns and whatever it is she's gonna be as the Witcher? Because she wasn't supposed to be a Witcher.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I don't agree. And I said it. I do not agree with that character being the Witcher. And I got Witcher games. I got the Witcher games.
What he's saying here is they're putting it directly in the terms of service contracts, which before it could be optional, but now it's kind of like if you want to do dealings with these people or these people, it must be a part of it.
And then somebody in the X platform told me something earlier that they're injecting the I'm not gonna be racist about it, but they're adding like black women's faces into white women's face in the game. Like I'm like, okay, I've never heard about that, so I'm gonna take a look at it because that they try to do like that DEI shit into it. I'm like, I gotta find out how is that going. Now the shit with the Wonder Woman, I'm gonna call this on pawn. The shit with the Wonder Woman.
Saying, what he's saying is, on the user end, they can ban you if they deem it offensive. So I take it's up to their discretion. Whatever they think is offensive, they can get rid of you for.
Exactly, because you're speaking the truth and they want to actually censor you for it.
Like he says here, thought crime censorship. And yeah, I mean, you've heard that term 1984, the book, the story, right?
Yeah.
It's much like that, but in many ways worse.
Yep, worse. And then like I was saying before with the Wonder Woman, with the Wonder Woman game, I'm gonna call it out. They canceled the Wonder Woman, and I said it this morning. I know some people are not gonna believe me, but I gotta say, I'm gonna call it. Guarantee you they're gonna rework that game again, and guarantee you're gonna see a black Wonder Woman with a nose ring. Guarantee you. They canceled the game to rework back on it, and it has to be that lady that named Cypher, whatever it is, that doing the Logitech cameras and everything, which Ryan has discussed about it, and Hypno has discussed about it. That the lady after her name is Cypher, that she's like that Logitech itself, which is the company of the brand, became woke because of that lady, and then she was getting all that free cyberpunk stuff like the chair, the cakes, and all this shit. She's the one that was actually, and then Jay Viper was the one that gave me the info that she was actually building the Wonder Woman game, like developing it.
Hook is talking about. Actually, I'm not entirely sure which game he's referring to. If it's The Witcher 3, maybe. I know some people said they've remodeled the face, and then the publisher says that they didn't actually change anything.
That's exactly what Dr. Disaster was saying. Dr. Disaster, I took the video from Dr. Disaster and I shared it with the System Crash crew so they could know and find out about it. They were updating her. They were updating Sirius's face, Siri itself. They were actually updating her face. They actually made her feminine this time. Like, I don't know. Like that. Like I was saying, I'm gonna take the puzzle of the guy.
Wait. Look, I got to interrupt you here because if you see what Levistro said, I got an answer for him. This is Levistro's favorite pastime.
Baby pony, they're such cute ponies, everyone. My little pony, baby pony. Baby cotton candy. You is so much baby fun. Moon dancer. I love to feed you with baby firefly and put on your little diaper too. Each sold separately.
Oh, I hate you so much for that. I hate you. Oh my God.
Hey, John, we look forward to hearing all about it. I'm sure that will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, that is, because it's weird. It's weird. The way they're doing it is they're updating Siri, which is the name of the character in The Witcher. They're updating her face. You know what I'm saying? They're making it look feminine. But what about, like I said, I don't agree with her being The Witcher. So now what I'm trying to say is they're gonna, like I said, they're sneaking in shit. And I'm gonna make sure we gotta keep an eye on that.
Well, if we don't, who will? Because I look at that this way.
We gotta repent now.
If we don't get these games.
Hey, it looks like we have a hater, and you know what I got to say about haters, right?
His hair, whack. His adamantium skeleton, whack. His claws, whack. The fact that he smells like a warthog, whack. The fact that Magneto beats his ass every time they fight, whack. The fact that his brother tags his ass every time it's his birthday, whack. The fact that he doesn't raise his motherfucking kids, whack. His motorcycle, whack. His jacket, whack. Me, I'm the leader of the X-Men. I'm fresh as fuck.
Who's doing the hating?
Later, John.
Later, Johnny.
Hearing all about that.
Thank you for coming by, my brother.
Yeah. Okay, now I didn't mean to cut anybody off. You can continue.
Well, like I was saying, they're adding shit in there. They're adding shit into the games. Like, they're gonna make the characters now. They're gonna make the girl look good face wise, but what about the rest of the shit? So now this is the thing that's weird. Okay, so now she's gonna be pretty now. After you try to make characters ugly for like a couple of years, now you're gonna make the girls pretty now. So now that's called. You know what that means? That's called distraction. What about the rest of the shitness in the game?
Well, it's not only all of that. It's like it's been pointed out by many people, and here by Valkyria, Ciri can't be a witcher at all. She has Elden blood, which if she didn't trial to be one, which can't be done anyway, will mess her up big time. So yeah, it goes against their own lore that they wrote, or rather their predecessors wrote.
And like I said, these are the people that made the games. These are the people that rewriting the story because they want to rewrite history.
Yeah.
They want to go against our narratives, which is our narratives is facts. Their narratives is fake. So yeah, this is the problem we're having. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know who the hater is.
I don't know. The Goon Room, like always. The Goon Room. Girls can't take the grass. The grass is shit stupid.
Well, see, there's I'm not entirely familiar with it. Was like trial of grasses. There's a thing they got to go through to become a witcher that has always been written that girls wouldn't survive it. That's why all the witchers have always been males.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because witchers have always been male, and it's not feasible to have a female in that role.
Exactly.
As it is, because it goes far back, and it's always been males. So that makes no sense.
So, like I said, that game is going to flop. It's gonna flop hard. Storyline is not gonna be corrected. You know, it's gonna flop. It's
Well,
only a matter of time.
even if you've seen that game and you're like, well, I don't mind that it's a woman, even if you have that attitude, it's kind of like, you know, you expected it. Of course, they're gonna throw the next game with you as a woman in the main character, and for that alone, for them trying to push this crap on us, even if it's something you go, oh, that's not so bad, but there's the agenda, so fuck you, fuck your game, fuck off. I'm no part of it.
Like I said, it's not worth it.
It's like that Assassin's Creed game where they had the skin where the ninja could be George Floyd. It's the same shit. You know, it's just shit they pile on into these games, and now they're expecting people not to catch it. They're being sneaky with it. That's why we have to watch out for it.
And
you
what
know?
I was talking about. They're gonna sneak stuff into the games. They're gonna sneak it real good. And while we're playing it, the problem is this is the way I'm thinking about it because I'm playing it smart. So now they sneak the stuff, but you gotta wait towards the end. Once you reach that limit, especially if you buy a game from Steam, and you reach those hours, you can't be able to refund the game back. You have to keep it. So they sneak all that stuff, and you're gonna wait till the end of the game to be able to freaking find out about it.
Have you seen that the Yasuke simulator?
Yeah,
it's kind of a parody game.
I'm gonna plan to buy it. This is gonna be my stream. I'm gonna plan to buy it. I'm gonna stream it, and I'm gonna put an ESRB label on my live panel, and it's gonna say Ubisoft sucks. Okay, it's gonna say right there, big as fuck ESRB. Okay, it's gonna say right there. I got Goonies for Life as my ESRB label on the weekends when I play the First Descendant with the rest of the people that come into my channel, like you guys did. You saw it. And then for Yasuke Simulator, it's gonna go sticking it to Ubisoft, and Ubisoft sucks.
Yeah.
It's like what's gonna happen. Watch. You think I'm not playing? I'm gonna fucking do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just more shit that we have to watch out for. And I know
So-
sooner or later, some of them fuckers are gonna come into our stream. Well, if
Go ahead.
Uh,
Let them come into my stream. I'll record it. I'll send it to the X platform. I'll make sure you find their name and bash the shit out of that son of a bitch. That's it. That's what you gotta do, bro.
Hook here is breaking down the ideology behind the uglification of women in video games. Of course, it's going to be women because, you know, women's standards of beauty is looked up to by men and women, but they're not going to stop at women, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Hey, if you're a full base man, of course you're gonna look at a lady. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know. Like I said, it's like they were saying, sex sells. Ugly don't.
Yeah, true. That's like all the DEI people and all that. They're just pissed off because they get no bitches.
They get pissed off because they get no bitches, like you said. But guess what? This such thing as a fucking blow up door, like the guru be saying. Go fuck.
He's on to something there. Does Yasuke know he's in a simulator?
Yeah, he's training. Yasuke Simulator. He's training to be Assassin's Creed when it comes out later. And look at them keep canceling the game because the problem is what I'm trying to say about Ubisoft. Ubisoft is holding on to that game so good because the moment they release that game, it's gonna get bashed left and right, and Ubisoft is gonna go out of business. And you know that they're holding on so much to that game. Do you know what they're doing? They're taking it back to the drawing board. Now they want to get rid of Yasuke, for example. Now they want to put this female ninja in there. I'm like, okay, supposed to be some type of, you know, I don't know what she is. Whatever, I don't care. But they want to add her in there. Female boss bullshit now. Now the black, they want to give it to the black guy now. so you know what it is? It's just these people, bro. They don't make up their mind. Tiny letters.
He's replying to Charlie Nuclear. The end has no concept of state or time, only what is now and present. Now, I don't know what he's referring to, but I take it he's the end is a representation, and that representation has no concept. It takes two to have a concept. That, I mean, I don't know. I would have to be more into what he's talking about, but I believe that's what it is.
Yep. And I know exactly what the end he's talking about. I know exactly
Yeah,
what
and
the end means.
there's also the end could represent something else.
Yeah.
Yep. But we know what it's all about. So let's put it that way. To change the subject on that one. But like I said, it's gonna it's gonna fuck that game.
Here I am. I use my asshole sarcastic mind or my analytical scientific mind, and it's like, which way to go?
Oh, I got a topic. You guys want to talk about this? You guys ever heard of that Terminator game that's coming out? 2D side scrollers. It's coming out. It's coming out on Steam on September 25th. They added the real actors into the game. The Terminator 2, Sarah Connor. It's a Contra-like Terminator. You ever play Contra when you was young? Just like him. You got to look it up. Go on Steam right now. Showcase it right now on the channel right now. Let's make it interesting right now. Go on Steam right now. Look for that Terminator game that's coming out. It's all over. Everybody's talking about it. Hypno's talking about it. The game looks so fucking awesome, bro. It's like, you know what? It got my money. It's my money all day.
It's like, shut up and take my money.
It's like, shut up and take my money. Because you know what? I am a Contra head. Have been, always been. The last Contra I played was Galuga. Fucking good. Fucking
good. What's the game called?
Terminator 2D, I think.
But back to what we were talking about these games and stuff.
Yeah,
no, I'm not finding it. I'm not finding it right now.
We have to protect the children that get into these games because they don't know what they're looking at. So that gets into their damn mind and they think it's okay and it's not. So they get duped into thinking all this shit is okay. And they're looking at you like you're the asshole for...
I think it's No Fate. Is it No Fate? Side-scrolling action. Yeah, No Fate. I mean to interrupt on others. Yeah. It's better to teach them the retro way because, like I said, these games now, it's not even worth to buy them. It's not. These people, like I said, these people are down by the virus. They are replacing the old developers that work in these companies out the door, replacing them with them. And these people don't care about gaming. They only care about living off ESG scores. They only care about living off the investors' investment. And those games are made only for the investors. They're not made for us. There's no story. There's no coloring into those games. None. Now, this is the game I'm talking about. Not the Dark Fate. Not the Dark Fate. God, Jesus. No, that's already out. That's already out. No, it's a Terminator 2D. Yeah, Terminator new. Yeah, No Fate. Not Dark Fate. No Fate.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, they trailered it this early this morning and it looks very interesting.
Well, I know that all this DEI stuff and what they're prepping the kids for reminds me of the Roman Empire when they would have children as their slaves and stuff like that, and they made them do that, and it was common practice. They that's all this is. This is the same thing all over again. Well, I think if people don't learn, if they don't know their history, they're doomed to repeat it. And that's what's going on now, I think.
And the thing is, they want to erase the history that we have learned and make it to a new. They want to pretend. They wanted to pretend that the World War II never happened. No, it fucking did happen. Okay, our grandfathers fought in the war. My grandfather was a World War II veteran. Okay, but he actually wasn't a World War II veteran. He was actually a draft pick, and he fought in the war. He told me he fought in the war. So before he died, that's what he told me. It's a lot of shit, but even though he still served, no matter what, even if you get drafted, you still serving your country.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're going out there to fight. So it's crazy. So
I'm not having any luck finding that one.
Okay, hold on. I found it. It's this one. I'll find it right now.
But the United States has taken their platform and their structure, even when the country was created. I'm not going to say it was founded because there was Native Americans here, but when they took over everything, they patterned it after the Roman Empire. If you go to Washington, a lot of the buildings are like the temples and the Colosseums, and not the Colosseums, but the temples and all that stuff in Rome. So they patterned their government behind that. Well, back then they had all that stuff figured out, going, okay, you can't do this and this and this and this. But nowadays, with all this DEI stuff floating around and everything's changing, and they're getting into the government, and it's just going to be a matter of time before this stuff becomes law.
Yeah, it's becoming very disgusting, though. I'll tell you right now with that. It really is, and I'm getting tired of it, man. We're fighting every single day just to defeat it, but it's gonna be a long fight.
Oh yes.
We don't know how long it's gonna go, but it's gonna be a long fight. Lois, I'm gonna send you the link right now. So just bear with me for a few minutes. We gotta showcase something for our audiences real quick.
They got an exclusive club, and we're not part of it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And we get on YouTube and we talk about these things and all that stuff, because if we don't, who will? It's like I've said before, people didn't pay attention when this stuff was starting.
I just sent you the link just now. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. People didn't pay attention when this stuff was starting, and look at it now. Yeah. It's almost too late,
Yeah. The new kids right now don't know anything about it. They're thinking, okay, I'm just gonna pick up a game and play it. But that's brainwashing them.
I honestly feel in the big picture, we will lose out and things will become whatever word you want to use for it, whether it be communist or, woke. I feel it will take over, but even that won't last forever. I mean, you have to think of humanity as not just here and now and us, but as a living, breathing thing that keeps going generation after generation.
Yeah, that's true.
And right now we're still at war. Don't get it twisted. We're still at war with this shit. This ain't over. We're at war, but we're at war without dying. You get it? Somebody didn't came and shot us for it. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing is we're at war with it. And we're not gonna give up. They're weakened already. We're destroying them. Every single time they put something out there, we destroy them. So like I said, I just sent you the link, Noise, on your message for the YouTube link so you can see. It's only like a 1 minute and 28-second video. But the game
you send it on Twitter?
Yeah. Yep. I'll send it to you there.
But it's like I don't know what else going on with Smash's lawsuit that Alyssa created. But even if he wins that, it's not going to put a stop to it, And people like her are going to keep attacking people like us.
Yeah.
So,
And the thing is with Alyssa, she's just an unhinged bitch. That's what she is. Look at the game. Hypno talked about it. I know he talked about it because I based a show. That's the Terminator. It's the Contra. Like, look at that. Original people.
Oh, this looks good.
It does. You don't even got the noise for it. Right? There's no volume. Look at that.
It is because someone crashed on the StreamYard, and that's why there's no volume on it.
That's fucking stupid. But the game looks real good, though. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. It does look real good.
It does. I like games like this, man. Look at that.
Yeah, they really put the work into it.
They did.
It doesn't look like AI did it.
No, they put work into it.
It looks hand done, and that's good. It
That
kind
is
of
cool.
reminds me of Castlevania a little bit.
It does. It's like it's like Contra, like a little bit like Contra and Castlevania, but you could put it like that in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Comic
Oh yeah,
Zone, yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
just like
remember
Comic
that
Zone.
game. I remember that. Yeah, way
Comic
back.
Zone? Comic Zone was fun.
I wonder if there's a
But
glitch in it where you
you
can get
know,
to a certain point in the screen and you kill all the monsters and not be hit.
I
Remember
think
those games?
I think it was on your stream. I told you that I had this Sega Nomad. I think it was a portable Sega Genesis, and I had shoplifted it way back. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I also shoplifted Comic Zone for it.
You did tell me about that yesterday, did you? Oh man. Like I say, it's fun, bro.
Okay, that's not something I still do. I was really young back then, and people do shit like that.
Yeah. We did a bunch of dumb shit. I was inside a stolen car with 15 radios, and look, my father whooped my ass.
He should have.
He fucking did, bro. He fucking did. Guess what? I learned my lesson.
Yeah. Well, it was a
Oh
good
shit. Somebody said it's old man Greg posted out that it's official. She's gone completely insane. Alyssa Mercante went fucking loca.
She got worse?
She went fucking retarded.
I thought she was already retarded.
They made her more retarded. They made her more
She was
retarded.
already that way.
They made her more retarded.
Oh God.
You know what it is though? She's entertaining. That's what it is. She put herself out there. You know? She's calling us old people. Guess what? She's getting all herself. Look at her fucking ugly face. Come on.
Well, I don't see the appeal.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Because
not
to me,
exactly
she's
young.
Yeah, she's
I
all
mean,
straight halfway and shit, you know.
when you hit past your 30s, the young people today, they think you're fucking decrepit old. So I mean, she can't really say anything.
Well, I mean, to me personally, a real skinny woman is not attractive. I can't help it. I like girls with curves. I like girls that can cook, that knows what to do in the damn kitchen.
The thing about murky cunt, bitch is like, she's like, somewhere around 5 foot tall, which that's all right. I mean, I don't mind short girls, but she's kind of built like a man.
I thought she was a 12-year-old boy at first.
Let me tell you right now. Alyssa Mercante, for a person that goes to the gym, she looks fucking fit. But she doesn't look attractive at all.
Yeah.
She right now, she's probably if like somebody, I don't judge or underestimate that crazy bitch. She probably could be stronger than us. Get into a fight.
No.
Oh yeah. You never know. That's why you never.
I mean,
don't judge. Don't judge crazy.
I'm not a big person. I'm like 5'10", and I'm not very big built, but everybody is always just blown away at my strength. I get fuckers that big old gigantic fuckers that go against me, and then they're just pure freaked out because I'm stronger than them. Yeah. I mean, Elijah's seen that happen a lot of times.
That's because you got the way your core is.
I've got retard strength.
Oh God. But no, I like girls with curves. I like normal girls. I don't like the butch girls, and I damn sure don't like the tranny demons or anything like that. And they can kiss my southern white ass. I don't care.
Yeah, man. I tell you.
I said it. I'll say it again for the people in the back.
Shit.
Say it again for the people in the back. But no. I think she gets really tired because if people don't talk about her for a while, she'll pop up, Yeah. Oh, the goon room is free.
Oh, he's free. He came out of work jail.
It's like, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
He came out of work jail. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I call it work jail. If you work all fucking day, and you're trapped in that fucking job and you had to deal with dumbasses.
Yeah.
It's called work jail.
Yeah.
That's
I
another name
don't.
for it.
Oh Lord. I mean, I like this string because it's different than everybody else's. There's not a lot of bells and whistles and all that stuff, but it's a good string. It gives everybody a cleanser so they can go watch those other things.
Here's what's good about this stream.
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Hey, I heard in this fucking game called Mecha Break, they got a lot of jiggle physics on these goddamn girls. I tell you right now. And I think it's free. I'm not even mistaken. It's a demo right now for it.
The Goon Room says they fired the dumbasses.
Which one?
Goon Room.
Oh, okay. He was talking about some guy that took a lot of days off from work, and he says they finally got him fired. After the whole time, he was talking to me about it last week. Same guy that barely come to work, and he was living off.
All right. If I want to be a smart ass about it, I'd be like, oh, you lost your job. How unfortunate for you.
Oh, you smart ass.
Yo,
oh my God.
No, I know the Goon Room, he's all right.
Yeah.
Goon Room is cool, man. I don't got no problem with Goon Room, bro. He's one of us anyway. He's a tough son of a bitch.
Goon, you can't fix stupid. You
can't.
You can't fix it.
You have to. You have to fake and go around them.
Yeah, you gotta go way around.
Yep.
And hope they don't get smart enough to catch up.
Yep.
Speaking of stupid, check this out. Teen caught making love to stuffed horse in Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Why do you show me these things?
Lay off the fucking drugs. Lay off the drugs. That's what you gotta do.
It's Florida. Everything stupid comes out of Florida, it seems like.
Because you know what it is? These fucking people are bored. That's why. And they are. They do stupid shit just to do it for social media attention.
I mean, what is it about Florida? Just about everything weird that you see is in Florida.
And you know what's? It's because it's a red state. And I got a feeling it ain't Florida. If it is Florida, it's Florida. But it's just because they hate red states, these people, I tell you.
Yeah.
They really do. And it has to be.
The hate,
Yeah, it's the hate. So they want to blame Florida, and Trump's from Florida. He lives in Florida. But Trump is not from Florida. He's from New York that moved to Florida.
Oh, okay.
Let's put it this way. So he lives in Florida, so they always attack Florida because in Florida, you could freaking purchase firearms. Here, you can't. Where I live at, you can't even purchase. Not even one. You gotta fucking go through fucking communist fucking assholes, and you gotta wait like 9 months to have a fucking handgun in your house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
they got him on camera doing this stuffed horse.
Okay, I'm just gonna lay this out here.
But he later placed the soiled toy horse on top of a comforter set and fled.
Damn. He must have fucked that horse real good.
Oh my goodness.
Guess what? You know what's funny about
What
that?
the hell?
There's the horse.
What the fuck? Wait a minute. Jesus Christ, bro.
That's something you would give to your baby.
Not
what
anymore.
The hell?
It gotta be a Wookiee.
I'm glad Dax ain't here. Oh my Lord.
Gotta be a Wookiee.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I'm just gonna say this for everybody that's got pets like dogs and cats and stuff. If you see them humping a stuffed animal, you'd whoop the shit out of them and make them stop it.
I just put them.
What the hell is wrong with these people?
I put them in a crate and I freaking take the stuffed horse out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Can he not get a girl or a boy? I mean, come on, people.
He must love My Little Pony.
Like I said, I'm glad Dax ain't here.
He's gonna put I got a feeling he's gonna put the My Little Pony song right now.
Yes,
for that one.
No, we've suffered enough.
I think we did suffer enough.
After he was done with the horse, he took off running.
Oh wow.
Well, he was proud of himself to do it in the Walmart in the first place. He should have stayed there and owned that shit because evidently he wanted some attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like we got you on camera humping a stuffed horsey, and it's like, fuck yeah, I did it. I'll do it again.
Yeah. Like, I'll do it again too. It's like, oh my God.
He really stuffed that shit in there though. Real good though. That is fucking funny.
Oh, Gunrum said, look up the girl pissing on produce for 7 years.
Somebody's playing Monster Hunter, as far as I know of.
Well, I know there for a while, people was going around licking the ice cream and shit.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. I was afraid to fucking buy ice cream for a while. Yeah. Like I said, they just do it for social media attention. That's what it is. That's what they do it for.
I mean, it had gotten to where I was scared to buy groceries in Walmart. I wouldn't do it. I'd go somewhere else.
That's why I go to ShopRite. Well, I'm at school. We got a place called ShopRite. I don't know if you have ShopRite over there where you guys are at, but I go to this. I go to ShopRite because ShopRite has a lot of sales on meat. A lot of sales. They always got a coupon. Always got a coupon, and I use my phone number when I normally go to the register and be able to scan all the items and then pay for it. I get like maybe $2-3 off of the items I buy.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
This is the story of a content creator was arrested for urinating on grocery store food and filming it. Police say they found similar videos dating back to 2021.
Beat her ass.
So I doubt this is the same person that the Goon was talking about. But apparently there's more than one of them.
Beat her ever-loving ass. You know, give her a butt whooping because that's what she needs.
Wait a minute. Is it a YouTube or Twitch?
Good Lord, that child. I bet her...
Yo, a lot of these people look so fucking disturbed. Like, if you look at their faces, all that mugshot, it looks disturbed.
Well, you know, I feel sorry for
really
her mother.
Disturbed.
You know,
like you can't be around them. Like you can't even like have a conversation with them. They look so miserable.
Yeah,
like I said, yeah.
I mean, her mother must be so damn embarrassed. You know, her parents, for her getting arrested for peeing on the damn vegetables. Oh, she ought to be ashamed of herself. Oh my goodness. Was this in Florida too?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, it's in New Hampshire.
Oh.
Okay.
And they're talking about the financial loss of $1,500. I think they're burying the lead here.
Yeah. Money is not the problem, people. Money's not the problem. The problem is you got people going in the damn store peeing on everything like dogs.
Yep. And but once they catch up, but remember the cameras, I was always there. Cameras are right there. And you know what? I would even fucking buy from a place that the person took a piss off on.
Well, I mean, anybody in their right mind, if they saw somebody in the store peeing on the food around here, they get their butt tore up. And that's just the truth. You know, people around here don't play with their food. They want to get the itis, you know.
You know, I don't even like it when I see people buy food, you know, eat a little bit of it and throw the rest away. And I'm like, you know, somebody or something, whether it be an animal or a homeless person or somebody will fucking eat that. You know, I guess it's the way I grew up, like poor in a big family. It just eats me up to see any food wasted at all.
Well, it's so expensive now, you can't half afford it anyway.
Yeah, that's the reason why I eat my food. I eat it completely. Tell the truth.
But I have a bad habit. I'll eat half of it and put it away and hide it in the refrigerator and go eat it later. I'll go eat it later, you know. But, you know, you just don't waste stuff like that, you know. It's just wrong.
Yeah. Oh man, about to end up leaving the stream. I gotta get to bed.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I
We've
am
been
so.
going on for 3 hours now.
We had La Bistro here. I had fun with the chat. I tell you right now, I really did. It was a
Well,
fantastic
good.
stream. I just want you. I want our streams to grow further than that.
Mhm.
Even yours, Lois. I want everything to be just chill. You know.
Yeah.
I'm glad John
Well,
came by. That's crazy. I never seen John in
it's
here.
like I said, the way I feel about, my stream is it's more about the audience than it is about us.
Yeah.
And part of it's about humor. I like to have comedy, and a lot of it's about freedom of expression. You can come here, say what's on your mind, and be yourself.
Exactly. You
And
know.
if we do have any woke people in the chat, as long as you're civil, we will be civil.
Yep.
That's the way that's supposed to work, an exchange of ideas. As long as you're civil, we'll be civil.
Yeah, we just want normal shit for everybody and keep the politics off the game. That's all we want.
Mhm.
You can play
Yeah.
all the games you want. I don't care. Just don't utilize that shit on us. If you want to live, listen. If you're gay, that's your business. If you're straight, that's your business. If you believe in God and religion, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that forced. I don't want things to be forced on guys like me. I'm not going to agree with it. We could be friends, but do not force your bullshit on me.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Now, this stream, I didn't really cover any topics. We had plenty of conversation to go around, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for sure, but I might do another stream just to cover topics. But it's all good. I mean,
I
the
think we
more
covered one
talk,
topic.
the better.
We did cover one topic, the Terminator game.
Yeah. When was you thinking about doing another stream noise?
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, see, when I cover a lot of topics, I cut it up into daily videos, which it's great when I have people talking on here. That's the way I prefer it. I think it's better for the audience too.
Mm-hmm. And it was a fun stream. It was a fun stream, and I know I pop in a lot of streams. I popped in Toasties, I popped in yours, Ryan Ate. There's only 3 streams I popped in. Oh yeah, don't forget Tony's. 4 streams. Yeah, and I popped in a bunch of streams already so far.
I know Tony used to put his link to invite everybody, on like the reality based chat or somewhere like that. He doesn't do that anymore, but I don't get invited to that, but that's okay. I just noticed he doesn't leave open invites anymore.
To tell the truth, he invited me, but I told him on Saturday last week I had a stream on midnight. You know what I'm saying? It was already scheduled. I wasn't gonna don't unschedule it like just to go somebody else's stream. Plus, I have to make my monetization hours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, on top of that, I have to. I mean, whenever I like it or not, whatever, I can't join nobody else's stream. But if I do pop into somebody else's stream, and like totally she invited me yesterday, but I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if I have to work on those hours, I have to work in my monetization hour. I have to do more stream, more content, which I've been doing, which I have covered. I mean, I already covered. How many games I covered already? Like 3 games.
Yeah.
So far this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the
I know
saying he's saying his stomach's like a black hole. Well, I know when you work those kind of jobs that you're really busting your ass, you will eat a lot. When, having to do that kind of work.
But I know with YouTube, the watch hour thing is difficult to get. It's difficult, and
it's gonna take some time. I mean, like I say, I'm gonna stream with either with audience or no audience. Doesn't matter. I mean, somebody's gonna it's gonna like my channel. Maybe some people like to hear different stuff, or maybe some people like to watch me play games. You know what I'm saying, and have a conversation with. Like I said, not every person is gonna go to every content creator, including their favorite ones, because sometimes their favorite ones talk about the same fucking shit. So that was
I've kind of been in the music business before, and a lot of these bands only the other local bands to show up to watch them, and it was rare for a band to take off to get any kind of success whatsoever. For that matter, I knew a band that toured with Metallica, they came back and they still didn't take off.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
you get a lot of that same thing on YouTube. A lot of people hoping to get success that never do, but that's
You
why
have to
you have
earn
to
it.
do it. You have to do it for the love of doing it
Yep.
overall.
And I don't do it for
Mhm.
subscribers. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want to spread a voice. And I'm doing it because all this shit that's going on, I want to spread that voice to be able to stop it.
Yeah.
We have to stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a freaking streamer. I didn't want to do a retro overkill show, but I did it for a
Spend
reason.
90 a day on food. Fuck, that's a lot.
I did it,
But
I did it. I did it for a reason. Noise. I did it because we have to save our hobbies. We're not gonna let these people come in, ruin our shit, taking everything that we have built for years as a gaming community, and then try to make it all about them. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not when I'm
But
alive. Fuck that.
you could ask Elijah. I never wanted to be a streamer either. It's just not something I never aspired for.
That's my and that's
Yeah.
my and that's and I wasn't inspired, but I wasn't inspired to be a streamer. When I streamed back then, like only like games. I didn't have an actual show. I just popped in the game and just do it to record it, to stream it, basically.
Yeah.
But now it's a whole different story. That shit changed. That shit, all this shit, what these people doing, they made us. They created us. They created monsters out of us now. Now we're the monsters gonna stop your ass for trying to destroy our games. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And it's happening now. They're weakening down because the more people become content creators and speak their mind off, the more we reject them. So we build an army strong.
Yeah, that
Might
is
as well.
true. Mm-hmm.
That's how the only way we could get rid of the enemy. We can just one person can't do it. Remember, we are dealing with developers, not just journalists, corrupt developers with ideologies and pronouns. And whenever you go and look for an article about that gaming company, you're gonna see pronoun names. They them, they them, they them. We try to get rid of those people out of there completely. That's the problem.
It'll get worse before it gets better, as they always say.
Exactly. Hymnal covered it up a couple of months ago also as well. And they said they're gonna make us miserable for the next few years.
Yeah, that is true.
Yep.
But as long as we're here to run our mouth about it, somebody's gonna get some information.
Somebody's gonna get fucking roasted.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna try to shut people like us up. They're gonna try to, and it will start with the bigger places like YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because if they shut us up, then YouTube runs out of business, and we'll end up in fucking Rumble.
Yep.
That's like what's gonna happen. YouTube is about to lose anyway. YouTube have copyright strikes. You can't even fucking listen to your own song, even though you're not selling it. If I was selling it, different story. That should be a copyright. I wasn't selling it. I'm listening to it, or it's in my channel, streaming it. This copyright shit is bullshit. Now Rumble has no copyright strike. I don't even know. I don't know. I can't tell about Rumble. Let me just not fucking lie. Maybe Rumble doesn't have censorship. You could listen to music as far as I know. I'll find out this week if I stream on Rumble with my other show. If I could just be able to have a chance to finish it. But I tell you right now, I don't think Rumble has censorship or copyright. I think
I've heard it has very little, but I'm not sure on what they censor.
I think I know what they censor. They censor and Rumble. They censor actual like predatory. If you are a person that like to show exposing kids to your pleasure needs, yeah, they're gonna censor you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole different kind. It's not a fact that just Rumble every platform. And they'll call the cops on you because they'll find the IP address to get you arrested because you're fucking disgusting son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So they deserve to go to jail, for example. I'm just saying like that. But they'll give you suspension if you like for example threaten somebody. It's always been like that. It's been like that since forever. Facebook, Instagram.
I think we're about to wrap up this show. I will say, anybody in chat, if you're interested in being on the panel at some point, you can contact any one of us here. Dan does better about reaching out to people than I do.
Yep.
He's got an outgoing personality, which we're all different.
Yep, and I invite any of you guys that want to come into my stream this Saturday. We're gonna have Noise Pollution Elijah on Retro Overkill. You're more than welcome. Please like and subscribe at Furious Dan 3086. You can find me on X at Wolf46782, which is my platform, which I actually make fun of the woke with the ESRB labels and whatever you want to entertain. So it's funny, but it's fun. Like I say, you know, here and there.
Yeah,
and we play video games.
Yeah, the Goon Room, of course, it'd make a nice addition, but he's busy with his job, and that's entirely understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Goon Room, no matter what, if you come in late, doesn't matter. Fuck it. Like I said, I don't care. He's still gonna be in the thumbnail.
So that's been a fun show with us two and Dan and Levistro. We've had a lot of interesting conversations, which you really don't find that much of that on other channels.
No, you don't. And we talk very little about the shields and stuff like that, but we had conversations. But we like sooner or later we're gonna cover on topics, video games, news sources, stuff like that. I don't want to to tell the truth. I'm sick and tired of topics about Alyssa and JDA. We want to cover actual, even comedy. We want to cover comedy too.
Well, I mean, how much can you say about those two people that hasn't already been said?
There may be the times I'll have a little bit to say about them, but I'm not about to make a whole show about it.
Exactly. Yeah, you could talk about it like we did. We talked a little bit about it, then we stopped talking about it because I know it irritates a lot of you guys in the chat. It does. Are we mad about what these fucking people do? Yeah, we are. But it is what it is. But we end up changing our fucking narratives and talk about something different. And don't make a show all about it. These guys be making shows about JDA and Alyssa Vicante, and they be talking about it for hours. I'm like, you know what? I'm losing interest and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like if that woman says one sentence, everybody's got doing the next fucking 10 shows about her.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And it's in every show I get myself into. I go to somebody's panel, they're talking about him. I go to this guy's panel, oh, they're talking about it. I go to the chat, oh, they're talking about her. Oh, let me go check the news source. Oh yeah, I listen to ugly faces on the show. On the newspaper.
Yeah.
Or on the phone. Newspaper don't exist anymore, Hardy, so it's got to be on the X platform. Bashing one creator to another. It's crazy. That's how Alyssa works.
Everybody, a reminder when you're, hopping different channels and, you see my shit pop up, I'll let this skinny bitch do my talking for me.
Choose me. Love me.
Yeah, it's that twerk at the end. That's some shit.
That twerk with no ass. She look like a.
She ain't got nothing to twerk.
She look like a fucking toothpick. The way
she ain't got nothing to twerk.
She'll do anything for a little meth.
But you could give her to Goon Room.
I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I'm telling you the truth.
Nah, Guru can call it. Nah, Guru can call it a flat dependent on that one.
Whew. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, thanks to everybody for coming and everybody in the chat. And we're out.
Bye everybody.
Yeah,
good night.
Bye. Shoo-be-bop, shoo-be-bop, shoo-be-boo.